Take a look at the top Why Tren? The Cancerian with the vision. A hoodie in the bucket hat is often his decision. Why high? A king from Queens, you never disrespect. The wise OG, but what else would you expect? Why Dane? The flyest and the highest of them all. You need a perfect shot, he's the one that you should call. All three combined in a little of your time. Welcome to the show and let him ease your mind.
It doesn't matter when we are or where we are because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are better than
Because we are.
Because we are.
Because we are. Because we are. Because we are.
I joined a Reddit group recently, right?
Uh-oh.
And so here's the thing. I'm trying to limit my social media use, right? I only want to use the applications that I really get that I get positive reinforcement from or some type of information from. And, certain places are just not that. I don't know if you've been on like Facebook in like the last year or two, but it is literally unusable now. Like, I don't know if you remember like MySpace when we moved over to Facebook, but like it's that bad. Have you been on Facebook?
I was really young when that MySpace switch started happening. I wasn't even allowed to have Facebook yet, but Facebook recently, I only use it for birthdays and family stuff usually. And obviously promoting Because We Are podcast, available on all streaming platforms. But other than that, I don't really use it for much. But I have seen people complaining about the bots, especially when shit is hot politically, which in the last, I don't even know how many years.
Right.
It's just all been that. So I got to imagine how frustrating it is for people, especially when they feel like they're only arguing with bots.
Yeah.
Facebook feels specifically outdated because there's a lot of like names, right? Usually Facebook people use their real names, or so we think they're using their real names.
Right.
And so I just don't think that people are really out there really throwing their digital footprint right into the garbage compactor by like sharing real opinions because of how scared they are. So I do believe in that dead, I don't know if I fully believe in the dead internet theory, but I fully believe in the dead social media theory. Like some of these social media platforms need certain numbers to run. And so it's boomers and bots, I believe.
That's
and
fine.
me checking up on my boomer relatives, but
I only go on Facebook to, honestly, and this is gonna sound messed up, but I only go on Facebook to check my broke friends. Like, Facebook is where you go when like life ain't going so well. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's like a comfort food. But like, you could go back and look at pictures from 10 years ago, 15 years ago when shit was alright. You know what I mean? So I think that's definitely part of the appeal. All my friends on Facebook have like none of them have an iPhone. Like it's a certain group. You know what I'm saying? They're all.
You said that. Considering you just got rid of your iPhone. You're all right,
but
bro?
I got a Google Pixel.
Oh, okay.
I have a Google Pixel. My phone is more expensive than yours. Anyway,
that's true.
That's not my
I have
point.
an iPhone 12. I mean, so that's not saying much. I don't know who you're flexing on, brother. Why do I like your fit today, man? You dressed like Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. Anyway, go ahead. Continue.
Anyway, so I'm trying to limit my social media use. I joined a new Reddit group. I'm actually not going to say what the Reddit group is, but I will say that it is specifically made for Black people, right? And I did not realize how much it was made for Black people, right? So you know how like in certain Reddit groups you can like tag like a role to yourself or something like that? Like certain people.
I don't use Reddit that much, but I'm aware that the roles exist, especially with Discord and stuff. So
yeah, it's kind of like
it's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same thing as Discord. So when you join this group, you are labeled unverified Black.
Wow.
Now, I did not know what that means, but I did notice that some people were unverified Black and some people were verified Black. So I just happened to look it up. Like, how do you get verified as Black? And it's a pretty simple process. All you have to do is write a paper with your Reddit name, the time and date that it is currently, and just it has to be a video of you writing it, and there has to be some type of melanin in your hand. Your hand has to be in the shot, and it has to it has to be clear that you're dark, that you're at least dark, right?
That's cool. Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool.
yeah.
But I said, all right, cool. That's, whatever. No big deal. But I went in the group and, we're just having discussions. We talk about a lot of stuff in that group. It's actually very cool and it's very positive, and I appreciate the group. But I happened to drop the N-word in the group, right?
Which one? Like
the normal one.
But like, not hard R, right?
Not hard R, of course not.
Okay.
All right, just kicking it.
Because it's our podcast, man. You can say nigga, bro. You don't have to say.
Yeah.
Usually when people say the N word, I'm thinking that like.
No, but
saying,
here's the thing. I got a Reddit strike, right?
Yeah.
For saying it.
As you do.
As I typically do,
apps.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's typically how it goes.
Yeah.
This particular strike said, hey, you can't say this word because you have not verified black. So if you want to be able to use the word, you first have to verify that you are actually a black person.
Now, how does that work? Is that only for that Reddit thread, or is it just
only
on
for
Reddit?
that Reddit group?
Okay. Fire.
And
fire.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's great.
It says your comment has been removed because it contains a word only allowed for verified black men. And I was like, word? You can do that? But like, this technology exists?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't we using this everywhere? Like, I need this on, like, bro, I'll come back to all the socials.
If we can verify black.
If you cannot say the word unless you are verified black. I think that's incredible. And we could do that across the board. Like, we could do that with all marginalized groups where you can't say certain words if you are not identified as that word. Everyone can make up their own qualifications.
What's the verified gay?
I think you know.
You think I know? Or are you saying this is like everybody should know?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just about what rank was Lady Gaga in your top 20 Spotify this year. Like, I think that's really like the bar. I think that's the bar. Or Gaga, like Chapel Roan.
No, I was never a big Gaga fan, which I guess is really.
But you're also not, unless. Is that a self-report?
I don't like the implication. Why do you say self-report as if?
I'm just saying.
Because I know that has stuff to do with Among Us. It's always some implications. Like,
well, yeah, of course.
No,
what I'm saying, if we're trying to figure out if you are,
I got to figure it out. It's just not for everybody else to know.
Is everybody else? Involved in the verification process. I get it.
Exactly. Not everybody needs to listen. As the 365 button girl says, it's not my responsibility to let you know. It only has to make sense to me.
Sure.
And nobody else.
No, I agree. I agree with that. And also, like, don't be fooled. All men verify. Like, regardless of where you lean, you verify. I think you verify. You verify.
For sure.
Right? So,
sure.
What? It's not a big deal.
Love is love, man. Anyway,
love is love.
Verified black, verified gay. What else? What other people need to be verified, you think?
People on the spectrum, the autism spectrum. I'm not gonna leave this lane that if I'm on the spectrum, I should be able to say it.
But how do you verify that in video form?
There's just so many ways. There's a lot of ways.
Give me one.
There's certain things
verify
that you
yourself
do
right now. It's the test. Camera's rolling. Verify it right now.
I cannot stand hearing people bite their forks. Like, if you bite your fork, I can hear it. It doesn't matter where you are. I can hear it. And it makes me want to punch a wall.
It's interesting. Give me another one, because now I'm trying to give me another one. Because I don't like the chalkboard thing. The chalkboard thing. Actually, no. So the fork thing is interesting because it hurts my teeth when that happens.
Yes.
When people do that, when like people are like clanging or scratching, like if you were to scratch a plate with your fork, I'd feel it in my teeth.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'd feel it. Yeah, it would be like.
All right, so maybe that's not it, because I genuinely don't think you're on the spectrum at all.
Really? Okay.
I think all those kids that used to like get visibly upset while playing video games, and then like if you accidentally touch their shoulders, they wanted to beat you up. I think you should get a check for that. Like I do. I think you're on some type of spectrum. You need to be on a 5.
That was also me. But I'm not self-diagnosing, but that was me too.
Oh, really?
Sure. Getting mad at like them video games? Hell yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
you're playing a video game and somebody says something very innocuous, like, man, calm down, it's just a game.
Yeah. I was throwing time all the time, bro. Are you kidding me? I was throwing controllers. I was like,
Word?
Yeah, man. Me and my brother.
Oh yeah, both y'all. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Y'all off a little bit, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I don't know. I don't know exactly where I lie on that, but in terms of verifying, I want to know how that would happen.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you should have like badges of all the different things that you are on social media. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I genuinely
all socials?
Across all socials. Like I think you
fun.
should have like a master account, and then like where you live is based on that.
Why stop there? I think we should have it in real life, like Pokemon badges, like under your hoodie or something. Like you just got a whole bunch of, like, yeah, man, I'm got this OCD thing in, as you can tell by how it's organized.
I'm left-handed.
I'm left because I opened the left side of my hand. This one I can't really. Oh yeah, I'm blind, so I can't really. That one can't really see that well. So that one's right there.
So this one, I got this one because my mother didn't really hug me that much. So I tend to take it out on loved ones.
Yeah. I stole this one.
Just so happens to say klepto.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think everybody should have some sort of identifiers, right?
Yeah.
And they can choose to, whether they want to show it or not, but it would be cool to have some sort of identifiers. So. Because then at that point, like, what do you think that does for us as a community? And when I say us as a community, I mean like everybody, right? Everybody that's in this community. Does it kind of make people feel more comfortable being themselves?
Yeah, I think so.
In the skin that they're in, and being like, oh, I could trust you, or oh, I'm with my people. I'm really with my people.
Yeah, I think people talk a lot about unity. I think we need to be more divided. I do. I think because online, I think the biggest problem online is that we're all mixed together, right? And the problem is, I think we all have the initial assumption that everyone else thinks like us, right? Which is an ego thing. You know what I mean? So typically, you can go online and see a video, right? The first thing you do after you see a video is go into the comments, because your thought is like, there's no way anyone can disagree with my opinion on this. And you go looking for the smoke. You go looking for someone to have a differing opinion for you to argue with. If we had like badges or just like, flares or whatever it is, yeah, I think we can kind of silo ourselves off and just be with our people, because I think ultimately that's what we all want. We all want safe spaces, and there's no the thing about like going to your local pub or going to the library or going to church, right? You're going to be around like-minded people, at least regionally, right? You go to.
Just reminded me of a topic. Go ahead.
You go to a different, you went to Ramapo, right?
Yes.
Chances are a lot of the people that you went to Ramapo with grew up in New Jersey or in the tri-state area, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe a lot of y'all are Knicks fans. Maybe a lot of y'all are Jets fans. Maybe some of you happen to be from New York or from Queens. You know what I mean? Like, you find your community within the greater community, right? On socials, I'm sitting here arguing about who should, get the front seat, your wife or your mother, with somebody in South Africa. What the fuck do we have to do with each other?
Yeah.
Like, why are we all here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I saw somebody from India like, yo, man, I don't want to hear no gangster shit from J. Cole now. Like this new album, he better not have no I'm the greatest talk.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, who cares what you think? Right. Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't want to hear anything from you.
Yeah, we don't want to hear anything from you. But it all looks the same.
I almost said your friend's name.
Oh, Jesus. That was wild.
Just thinking of a name.
Yeah, because it was right there.
Yeah.
No, but like, that's we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? So again, I think we should find new ways to silo ourselves off. More division, so that when we have the capacity to mix, right? Because that's the thing. You go to work, you like, goddamn, I gotta see all these fucking people. But you get your mind ready for that. When you go on social media, when you go on Reddit, when you go on TikTok even, I don't think you're expecting to be met with resistance. But that's always what happens.
Interesting you say that. So I have 2 points and then we can move on with the show.
Sure.
But one, I kind of agree on the division thing. More division is necessary. It'd be cool to have that verification on all socials. But most of the time, I'm not really disturbed by people saying nigga as much because it's just like a word to me. And at this point, I just kind of read it. It's second nature to me. And our worst hasn't even come from people calling us niggas. It's come from all the stuff other than that, right? Like them calling us basketball people. I don't see those comments anymore, thankfully. I don't know if they still doing it, but us them saying well to us in the comments, or like I said, basketball people, or them talking about like just there's a lot of people on socials that are having weird reactions to our feud videos, right? Yeah. That are like, I just causing more division. This is so stupid. This is so just keep making racist content. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is the problem with the world today. Like, no, that's not the problem with the world today. But I agree. I think I'm one of those people that believe that we would have a lot more fun divided than the people that we're dividing from. And my second thought is, I'm always going to bring it back to astrology. I think division based off of certain energies and certain auras of people would also be cool to me. I think it should be more acceptable to not fuck with certain people and fuck with more people more in front of those people. I don't always want all types of energy. Sometimes when I'm hanging out in a group, I'm very timid because I might be with one of my favorite people ever. Mm-hmm. Surrounded by some people that aren't as favorable as my favorite person ever. And so I'm kind of conflicted because it's like, I don't want to give everybody that same access that you have to me.
Right.
But I can't hide that, right? When I'm with my favorite person ever, you're the only person in the room to me. I'm here because you want me to be here around these other people that are around you, but I want to be around you. I don't want to be around everybody else. Right. So I wish that was kind of more expected, right? And just normal.
Every extra person creates a different chemistry, right? And as you said, a different energy. Yeah. So it definitely changes the dynamic. And I've always been a person where, people think I'm like very laid back and like quiet and, the same thing. Not if I'm with my niggas. Not at all. Like, not if I'm with my favorite people. I'm very chalant. You know what I'm saying? I'm chalanting all day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Honestly, if I'm really
Shalante West.
For sure. If I'm quiet around you, it's just because, not that I don't like you, it just means I probably either haven't figured you out yet, or
sign it up, bro. Take your time. I'm here. I'm listening.
Or I figured you out and I don't like it. And I think both of those things is fine. I think we also have to start being okay with not liking everybody and everybody not liking us. You know what I mean? Like, I think the idea that you have to like all your friends' or you gotta like your friend, your girl's cousins, or you know what I'm saying. Like you can do the whole performance thing and like be nice and be cordial and stuff like that, but half the time they don't like them people. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just not that. It's not like so detrimental to me if me in my own brain I don't like the type of people you like, even if I like you. You know what I mean? Because you like me, and I might not hang out with me. Like I might not be my type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So,
and to close on this, I think that you shouldn't have to like your friends all the time either.
Right.
I got friends that I don't fuck with frequently.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I feel like depending on my mood, you could be within arm's reach or you could be a little farther. Or you could be closer, right? Within hugging distance. But I don't vibe with everybody all the time.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. But enough of that. That was a good opener. I hope did you verify Black? Did you get in?
I haven't yet, but I will, because I can't live not saying it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna feel, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was home.
And I'm glad you found your proper space, man. Stop saying nigga on TikTok, because they really want you out of there for real. And one day they really will get you out of there and you'll have no place to go.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be upset about that because I really do love TikTok.
Yeah.
It's probably my second favorite app besides Reddit.
Interesting. TikTok has definitely evolved over the years since I've been using it.
Yeah.
So
all that data mining, man, they figured us out.
Yeah, like I be seeing some wild shit. I'm on 18 plus TikTok now. I be seeing some.
Oh boy.
Anyway, welcome to Because We Are podcast. We are down one today. Dame is away, but the two best people is here. Tren Dollars and underscore hod.wave. Or did I have it? It's hod.wave underscore, isn't it?
It's underscore hod.wave.
Underscore hod.wave. One day I'm going to get that shit right. We miss Dame, of course, but that man is really busy. He was on vacation.
Dame's doing some cool shit.
Jamaica.
If you're not following,
if
you're not following, go Gobbo, not Gobbo Visuals.
That too.
Underscore
Gobbo Visuals and Gobbo underscore.
Yes, follow both of them. That man's doing some cool shit. I saw his story earlier today, and I said, God damn, you doing some cool shit. I'm very proud of my brother. He's doing amazing stuff.
Yeah, always shout out to Dame, and we always miss you, brother. But today, the Cancer Pod is here. What we call it? What we call each other that last time? The Cancer Brothers. The Cancer Twins. It was something.
Something. I can't recall.
Soul Brothers.
Please.
I can't remember what it was. If you go all the way back in the pod, this is not the first pod that me and Hod have been solo before. At this point, we've all done solo pods with each other.
Cancer Boys.
It's the Cancer Boys. I've done a pod with Hod. Hod has done a pod with Dame. Dame has done a pod with me. It's happened before. Later on, we have a very special guest coming to join us.
Yes, sir.
That should be really exciting. And we'll get more into that later. But let's start with the show. Actually, before we get really, really into the show, some content, I want to announce that YouTube made a game-changing move by allowing us to leave audio comments. And so as we talked about earlier, all them little basketball people comments that we get, now you can hear my voice in real time, what I want to say to you, if I choose to reply to you. Hyde had told me before that I was wilding on these apps and I was saying too much. But that was before we had this function. And now I fear it may get worse. I've definitely calmed down a lot. But I might turn it back up because it's starting to be more consistently cold again. And surprisingly, I'm doing a lot better with this seasonal depression shit than I have in a lot of years, man. This year, it's been kind of late. Like we're halfway through January. And spring is coming around. I can hear the music. I can feel the warmth. I'm almost there, man. I'm getting there. We're getting through it, and that's good to me. Edging? Yeah. I'm close.
You close?
I'm close. I'm very close.
I don't want you to be mad at me, but I kind of have a theory why you feel a little bit lighter.
Don't. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. That's not true.
All right.
No.
That's cool.
Actually, quite the opposite. It's not fun.
No, I get it.
It's not fun.
I wouldn't know what I would do if I was you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either. I mean, I'm doing my best. That's
your best. Yeah, that's
what
pretty much it.
That's what I can do, man. But you know me, bro. We talk all the time. I'm very I have a lot of love to give. And I'm very have a lot of feelings, man. I have a lot of feelings, bro. A lot. It's very all over the place. But there's one strong urge that keeps coming back, and it's been consistent for years. So I'm kind of leaning more into that. But we don't got to talk about that. And we're being Vegas. I'm being Vegas hell on purpose. Like I said, man, love is love. 365 buttons. I don't have to explain that shit to anybody. But yeah, YouTube has audio comments now. And I will be replying to some of y'all. And
just so you fucking understand. That sound like a threat.
It is.
It did.
It could be a threat, but it doesn't have to be.
Keep fucking playing with me, bitch. That's how you sound.
It does not have to be, but it can be.
Yeah.
What Nathan say from Insecure? He's like, I'm calm, but I could go up.
Yeah.
You know, like it can get there very quickly. But I'm feeling a lot better, man. I might get tatted tomorrow. Actually, I'm feeling that itch too. But I gotta see because I've totally forgot how expensive tattoos are. I don't know if I told you I want to get finger tats, but this nigga talking about 200 a tat.
That's crazy.
And I'm trying. I'm like per finger, bro.
Yeah.
200. I'm getting little 10 tattoos.
Yeah, like I got 10 of them.
I'm getting
I'm supposed to give you 2 bands.
That's ridiculous. And they're like little symbols. I'm like, bro, I'm like, can you charge by the hour? Because this surely is not going to take that much time, right? So I might have to search around a little bit more, but I'm definitely getting tatted within the week for sure. And
that's what's up, man.
I'm excited about that.
I'm a big tat fan. I thought about getting some more piercings. The way I've been feeling lately is just like, again, I didn't get tatted up and all that stuff when I was younger. One, because I didn't feel like the money was worth it a lot of times, but also because, you know, we all got kind of sold that dream, right? That like, oh, you don't want to have your body covered in tattoos because then you can't get a job and blah, 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 blah. It's CEOs out here with neck tats and face tats and shit like that, bro. It's just the world is different now. And also, I have much less fear of being judged for my sexuality, right? So certain things that I wouldn't have done because I would have assumed that they would, you know, look a certain way. I don't care. I want the bridge joint right here. Fire. I want that done. Yeah, I want a face tattoo, bro. Would you judge me if I got a face tattoo?
A little bit.
Look, see?
But also
you mad conservative, bro.
I'm not mad conservative. And listen, I know you said I've been whining a lot lately. I'm not flirting with you. But you ever heard that saying that people say you don't put decals on like a Porsche or some shit like that? You're a very handsome dude, bro. You have a nice face. I don't know why you'd want to put that on your face. When you share pictures, like selfies, I'm like, damn, this is a handsome dude. But I just don't see that the same if you put in like whatever it is that you put. Why would you put that? What are you putting on your face?
I would want one right here.
Of what?
I can't remember. But I've seen stuff
that's a good indication that you shouldn't do it.
I've seen stuff that, well, I remember once I got it and I had to look at it all the time.
There goes the verification, the ADHD verification.
And there we go, right? And then I think I want something, maybe not on the same side. Like, I don't want to look like fucking Mike Tyson. I already kind of look like Mike Tyson, so I would like rather not
don't
get the whole thing there. But like, yeah, I would do some face tats. I got way too many neck rolls to do more neck tats. Like, I would do it if it like went with the tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I could find something that was like,
like as you reveal, like under the roll, it's like somebody lifting.
Yeah, like so. I like shit like that, like a little optical illusion tattoo. That would be fire.
Don't do that either, because you're not always gonna have them neck rolls.
Yeah, that's true. Once you get old, now the nigga hands is like bending the other way and shit like that.
It's not gonna always work out. Listen, everybody does what they want to do at the end of the day. I would not suggest a face tat. But you know, you do what you gotta do, brother. I'm just saying, man, you have a nice face. It's the same thing that people said with me with getting a septum piercing. It's like, why would you do that to your nose? You're a handsome dude. Why would you Or like, why do you have a beard? Why are you covering your dimples? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people have always like been like, why are you blocking your blessings?
Yeah, I do hate that about you. Honestly, bro.
Well,
you
my
have
septum or my beard.
the beard dimple combo. You have way too deep dimples for you to also have a full beard. Like, fuck you, my nigga. Like, save some for the rest of us. That shit is not fair. And you got perfectly straight teeth. Fuck out of here, son.
I pay for these. That's not.
Okay. Well,
that's not the same. I mean, at this point, it's.
but still, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You got them. They yours. Can't nobody take them back. You know, ain't no refunds on them.
That's true.
So it is what it is.
That's true.
But yeah, no, I think it's unfair for you to have both a full beard and deep ass dimples. Like, I don't think people can really tell how deep your dimples actually go. And, you know, I remember people like always trying to make me feel better by saying, oh, you know, that's a defect. Well, I don't care. You know how they used to say that with like people with like green eyes and shit like that?
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares, bro? That shit is beautiful. Like, that shit is mad enhancing.
Yeah, that was a weird time, right? People were like, yeah, that's a birth defect or something. Like, yeah, that was a very interesting time in.
Yeah. They said it about dimples. They said it about green eyes. Like, okay, is that gonna make bitches not fuck this nigga? Because it doesn't seem to be working.
Like, I don't think that's an indication of something in the genes. That's all.
Like, the shit is not working. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. These niggas is going up.
I'd say a defect is more, and not to be a dimple supremacist, but I'd say that having one dimple and not on both sides is a defect.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I've met people that have only one on one side and then the other side is just chilling.
Even then, I still think it's adorable. I think dimples are adorable. Like they just are.
You know, it's funny. I haven't seen my dimples in so long that I kind of just forgot.
Privilege.
I can feel it when I smile, but I don't even know.
I've never thought about that. Can you?
Yeah, you can feel it. I just don't know what they look like anymore because I've had my beard for so long. But honestly, bro, I think times are changing, man. I might change this look up a little bit. It might, at least not the full beard. I'm keeping the full beard, but it's just the style of the beard. You know, in college, I had the whole. When I see pictures of me in college, bro, I'm like, damn, I didn't know I looked this fucking good. But like, I had.
Well, see,
it's crazy.
You're figuring it out now.
You don't realize how good you look until like after you're like, damn, I was looking kind of like, you know, I was kind of like that. Why was I so? Anyway, but I had like, you know, just the goatee. I didn't have this part out. It was just going down, and it would just be like a chin strap kind of thing, and then it would come up and be like the mustache and shit like that. But there was no hair on like the cheek area, like the dimples were still. That's what it was. The dimples were still out. Yeah. So that's probably what it was. Damn, I can't go back to that though. I don't want to go backwards.
Can't. You know? I mean, like I said,
but something's gonna change.
The same reason why I'm going to Turkey, bro. Get it out while you got it, man. Yeah. Just try different shit. Because once you don't have it, like it's gonna affect you. You know what I mean? Right. So. You think you got all the time in the world, bro? You don't. I would have had so many more styles if I knew better.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? I would have went blonde. You feel me? I would have had my little Jaden Smith era. I didn't get it off. I didn't get any of that shit off.
There was a period where I was gonna dye my fro, because at the time it was like, you know, Breezy was doing that blonde hair shit. Right. I don't know what color I was gonna do. But somebody was like, would you ever dye your hair? And I was like, you know, I never thought about it. And then I started thinking about it. But then my girl at the time was like, please don't do that. And I shouldn't have listened to her.
Never.
I shouldn't have. I should have just did it. You can't let people police your body. But also, bro, you know, in closing, we'll get to some real shit now after this. But
wait, I got one more after that. But go ahead.
The way that I feel about myself back then, the way I'm like, damn, I was kind of fine. I'm sure I'm gonna feel like that in the next 5 years. You know, I'm sure I'm going to be like, damn, like this era of where I'm at, like now is like, damn, that was nothing compared to 5 years ago. And also, I lost it.
So here's the thing. I think I'm correct now. I know that like that's like the antithesis of what we're saying, but no, I think I'm actually correct now, where I think I used to look better. And I need to get back to that. I know people always say that, right? Well, the same thing. 5 years ago, I looked better. then you look back and like, man, if I just had the no, enough. Enough. Yeah. You gotta do something. You gotta do something, my nigga. Right. It's getting crazy.
I feel you.
It's getting crazy.
I feel
you know.
Yeah.
So I think I'm actually correct now. But I did want to give you an update because we talking about hair, right?
Yeah.
I don't even think I should share this, but I think she's fine. So, my wife's birthday.
Why you her hair falling out or some shit? Don't share that. No. Like that.
My wife's birthday was Monday, right? January 12th.
Happy belated. Oh wait, can I say that?
Yeah.
All right, happy belated.
Don't start, bro. Just don't mail nothing to the house, and we good.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so my wife's birthday just passed, and you know she's been locked and loaded for the last 3.5 years. She has, you know, pretty long, like, you know, a little past her shoulders. Beautiful locks. She felt like they were a little thicker than she wanted them. She kind of wanted to have more. She wanted to add locks to add fullness. So she was like, you know what? For my birthday, I'm gonna cut my locks off, and I'm gonna reattach them. But I'm gonna make the parts smaller so that I can add more, right? So she got some locks that aren't her hair, and she was just gonna add them to add fullness, right? And she was gonna put her actual locks back in. She realized a little bit too late that she actually doesn't have the skill set.
Executed before the whole protocol was arranged.
Yeah. She didn't realize she didn't have the skill set to reattach the locks.
Damn.
So she cut her hair off.
Oh.
And she
like
is
big
now
chop?
the big chop.
Wow.
She's got a TWA. And I know my sisters, my black women, know exactly what a TWA is. So I gotta say, this is probably the worst birthday of her life.
Oh man,
she has been moping around this fucking house for days.
Wow,
for actual days. You would have thought she's literally grieving. You would have thought somebody died.
Yeah,
she was so, you know, like when you go into, you know, your family member goes into the doctor for like a normal common procedure, and then all of a sudden their heart stops. It's like, whoa. we just came here for a bunion removal. Like, why is
they were doing something? You came in for a regular checkup. It's like, you actually have like 3 blood clots in your leg.
Yeah, we got to do triple bypass surgery.
Yeah, if you came an hour later, you would have been gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Terrible.
So she is absolutely devastated. I still think she looks beautiful. I still think it looks great, but she
on the record,
just all around the board. I told her that, but I have been.
I told her that.
I have been low key laughing my ass off because, you know, my wife is not a materialistic person. She's not a vain person. Obviously, she knows she's beautiful. She's a very confident person, but boy, I don't think she realized how attached to her locks she was. So either she didn't realize how attached to her locks she was, or she gravely overestimated her skills. And either way, I find that shit hilarious because honestly, bro, it's been kind of crazy to see her this sad. She does. Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, she's such an even keeled person. She's everything happens for a reason. Like, she's very spiritual. She's all of those things.
Yeah, but it's different when it's your fault.
Yeah. Yo, I dead ass, like, I keep low key like hearing her go upstairs like, fuck. Like, just randomly.
Yeah, man, give it a week. Tell her to look some things up online, some different styles that she could do. Something that could just, you know, maybe get into wigs.
Yeah, something. Have you ever accidentally or you didn't understand the ramifications of something that you were?
No, I don't play around like that.
No.
I don't. It's because my pops told me to, and also I learned, from people in my family that have made those mistakes.
Right.
And I don't have to be the one to make the mistake to learn from it.
Yeah, me either. I think I've done very well with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to wifey though. I hope that she gets better soon. But yeah, man, just keep loving her, man. Just keep on.
Yeah.
Words of encouragement. This podcast is known for being Black affirmations, so that's good. Use some of that power and just give her just lay your hand on it, and just rub it a little bit. Just it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Maybe give it a little slap. Get it on the back of the skin to skin,
I kind of want to just like do random shit, like just be like, hey, what was you thinking? Like just to
get it all out. Yeah,
just trigger her to fuck up. Yeah,
get it all out while you can. I want to mention this before we get into our reaction. We haven't done a reaction or a big reaction yet, but we have one coming up. But I do want to mention that you was right, bro. Last week you said that you think that we're gonna have some Marvel thing where they're gonna have like a clock going on their website until the movie comes out. I don't know if it's on their website, but I can tell you for damn sure that they have a live on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure it's been running since it came out a few days ago.
Yeah.
So can we assume that they're gonna keep this running all the way until the movie comes out?
I think they're gonna keep it
live
running.
on YouTube?
Live on YouTube. Live on YouTube. I think you can always go to YouTube. You know how like on Christmas Day they have like the Santa tracker? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also arbitrary. Why the fuck are y'all doing that? But I think it's definitely something that they are going to keep going the entire time. And there's YouTube channels that have literally been on for months.
Yeah.
Like
how much power is that taking up though? That's like a lot of
it feels inconsiderate to the planet. It does.
Yeah. No, this is late stage capitalism shit though. If they're gonna do that, I mean, listen, in theory,
we're literally at the last stage.
I wanna say that this would be the longest running live. I don't know if that's actually true, but this would be the longest running YouTube live ever because we're talking about 11 months.
Yeah.
So
let me check. I'm going to Marvel Entertainment live. Yep. It's still live.
That would probably be if they keep it running while also dropping other trailers. That's kind of hard, man.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard. You know what they should have did? Remember like when Happy did that whole like 24-hour music video shit? I don't know if that's even still available, but that was kind of cool too. I mean, different, right?
Right.
But I wonder if they would think about dropping trailers within, right? You know what I'm talking about? Like sometimes it's live and then like a trailer will pop up and then it'll go back to the countdown.
Yeah. That's
what it should have did.
There was something, oh my God. Yeah, there was something years ago that did that where it was like you had to it was like almost like a sweepstakes. You had to stay on that channel and like put pieces of a puzzle together. And if you saw all of them, you could call a number. There was like a code or something like that.
Yeah.
But it would be running for 24 hours. And like you had to kind of always be watching to catch it. You couldn't do that now. People would just screen share it and fucking, you know what I'm saying, and just like run it back or whatever. But still, I do remember stuff like that. We definitely need to get like more engagement and like make things more present again. You know what I'm saying? Not everything needs to be like, certain things can be live again. I like live stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Which we will be very soon live.
Right.
Also, I have a brand new set. exclusive. I have a brand new segment that I'm gonna be leading with y'all eventually. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but I do have a segment that it's gonna be you versus Dame, and I'm very excited to get that off. I'm still working out the logistics and stuff like that, but man, am I fucking excited because I really think I found it. I've been brainstorming. I was like, how can I find something that hits them like the Feud does? But I think I got it, man. And it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for y'all to duke it out because people are already like, yo, before y'all start collabing with people, which man, I'm over the fuck whelmed with all these people that they're recommending that we go up against with this shit. I'm like very grateful that people like have aimed high and they aim really low, but like also just our expectations. We got so many recommendations for people to verse on a few. I'm excited for that, but also, man, that's a lot. That's a lot
across the board. I don't know how much pull y'all think we got. But like Obama's not coming on, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
Michelle, Obama and Michelle, like y'all crazy.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what y'all want us to do about that.
We should still try though. But people are saying like, yo, I think they get Steve by the end of the year. I think they get Terrell Owens by the end of both two people that I'm like, that's not too far fetched. I think we could swing that. Honestly, we could probably swing the Obamas. Not gonna lie to you.
I mean, maybe, bro. Imagine. Like they've been sharing that and like just low key on their Finstas, like they just been going back and forth with it on our shit.
Malia definitely fuck with us for sure. One of them, somebody has their ears to the street. Somebody have seen.
Yeah, for sure.
I think a lot of people that we think haven't seen it have seen it. So
yeah,
but we don't gotta keep.
I think Malia probably fuck with you and Sasha will fuck with me. Like I think that's like I'd be Sasha's favorite for sure.
Word up. If they're listening right now, please tell us. Tell us which one is your favorite.
Yeah, DM us, man.
Let's get to this reaction because
for sure
it was a big day yesterday. There were rumblings last week. They were like, somebody's going to drop. Who's it going to be? Somebody from the big three? Is it Iceman? Is it coming? Whatever. Finally,
and then we found out.
We have the name. I mean, not only is ASAP dropping in a few hours, but
is it?
Yeah. You dropping damn, you forgot. Oh man, we're not going to. I'm not touching that one, folks. But Jermaine Cole, who we haven't heard since the Great War between Canada
2024
and Compton. But so we haven't heard from him. Has now come out of the woods to drop not only a teaser for his album that he announced that will be coming out on 2/6/26, the Fall Off album, double album that's coming out. And then an hour later, we get a song.
Yeah. No title of the song, just a song.
No title. I think people are calling it The Inevitable because they have like shared. Like I think it's at the end of the. We'll dissect it, but we're gonna watch the video, y'all. If you are our patron, you can see it on our Patreon, patreon.com/because we are podcast. But also just go watch it on YouTube along with us if you feel like you want to do that. But we are gonna watch it and listen to it because I had the video queued up. He put it on Twitter, he put it on Instagram, so I want to get to that. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, so as it was posted on Twitter, where I saw it, it said Disc 2, Track 2, untitled song. Let me know if you can hear it. A little quote up there first.
Yeah.
I can pause to read that if y'all want.
I want you to pause if you see something that you care about.
Yeah.
How I see it. Yeah. Listen. I persevered through the worst. My thirst to adhere is a curse. My life, I see it in reverse. I first appeared in a hearse. The driver steered to the church. My grandkids carried the coffin to the altar as they burst into tears from their shirts. The tears rise to the sides of their face and into their eyes is piercing where hurt. Fast forward 60 years, I got verse of the year. My purpose is clear as to murk. Whoever dare flirt with death, the best alive. And what you now hear is the work. The inspiration was rare in its spurts, but when it's there, I'm immersed. My experience of being a parent dispersed. Watching my son disappear as I stare at his birth. And he returns to the womb, wifey stomach growing greater in girth. And then declining every time we come here to the nurse. With each day that passes, I can feel my career coming first. Do I Took the wedding ring off her finger, and now I'm single, walking up the aisle backwards to an era of dirt. Falling clubs tipsy with a bitch I see clear through a skirt. The cameras be snapping, blogs be yapping, so I'm careful alert. Walking to my section, whisper right in my ear, we flirt, we part ways. I see her from a distance, she stares with a smirk. Cheers to the perks with the squad, we live for the search of new hoes. Lusty, quick to fuck me, unaware of they worth. We leave the club, drive to the show, and I swear that it's turned. It all begins with encore cheers from those wearing my merch. Fast forward through years of rehearsal, losing, winning, bank account thinning, income streams nowhere near as diverse. And though I'm blessed, I see me stressing from hearing the chirps of naysayers who only days later I don't care to convert. On cloud 9, now signed to my hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap thing that I swear to usurp.
Can you break that down for me?
Later,
because I've been seeing a lot. I missed that the first time that I listened. So
right.
On Cloud 9, what was the full bar? On Cloud 9.
On Cloud 9, now signed to my hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap thing that I swear to usurp. So he's obviously signed to Jay-Z, signed to Roc Nation in 2009. So on Cloud 9, 2009. Now signed to my hero, one of the so-called kings of this rap things that I swear to usurp. So it can be taken a few ways. It could be taken as he doesn't think Jay-Z is one of the kings, one of the so-called kings.
At that time.
At that time. Because he's also mentioned that at the time he wasn't a Jay-Z fan. He was like, you know what I mean? He was more of a Nas fan than a Jay-Z fan and whatever, right?
Clearly.
Right. But then people are also taking it as, you know, back to his firing squad point, like there are no kings in rap, you know, which again, there's a nigga in the West Coast that keeps calling himself the king, or at least did a whole bunch of stuff back then to at least get people talking about who is the actual king of hip hop. I like the line. I think it was slick. I think I know what he's gonna do, and I'm happy to have him do it. I'm actually fine with him going in the direction that I think he's going. But yeah, let's continue.
Let's finish. We almost done.
Cut on the cable, my motivation to be greater ends the moment I appear in a person.
Crazy.
I'm growing shorter, Pampers cover my hindquarters. I watch my father walk back in my life.
That part was crazy to me too.
I couldn't explain. Mama gives me my name, then hands me over to the doctor, and I watch as my spirit reverts. Then I'm no longer here on this earth. I'm no longer here on this earth. That's how I see it.
Sir.
I'm gonna come in.
Very dope. Very dope. Incredible bar work there. Just really good stuff.
The fall off is inevitable.
Yeah.
Sorry, you said I couldn't hear what you were saying, but I'm not gonna play that last thing. But he does tease a song at the end. I can only assume that is another song from Diss 2, maybe.
Yeah.
Also, the teaser that he shared there had a song on it as well.
Yeah,
so.
I wasn't a huge fan of that one.
The one in the
it
teaser?
sounded, the one in the teaser from the first post. It sounded okay. I was like, all right, cool. But like I was saying, I think I know what he's gonna do, and I'm okay with him doing that. And I think it'll work in a sense of, I don't think it's like, you know, people have had even things to say about just this one where he says, you know, the best in the world and you hearing the work. Like, people are saying like, yo, you can't even say that. Like, I don't agree. You know what I'm saying? He still might, like we talked about before, he might feel like he's the best and he might choose not to prove it, right? And that's his prerogative as an MC and as an artist. He doesn't have to have the same value system as everyone else, right? Kendrick made clear, we talked about this with Drake saying you ain't in the big three, SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got... What does that mean? When were they ever considered being in the big three? it seems like all three of those guys have their own
value. Exactly.
Yeah, the big three of what?
Yeah.
They all seem to have their own value systems, right? And what makes someone a great artist. And I think they're all valid, which is why the disrespect and like people acting like they can't be a fan of all three of those guys is like ridiculous. You can 100% enjoy all three of those artists. But I'm excited about the Cole project. I think this was dope. I love the rhyme scheme. I love the concept. A lot of people are bringing up the fact that it sounds a lot like Nas's Rewind, which I've brought up before on this pod. That's one of my favorite Nas songs of all time. Mm-hmm. He does a lot of that saying the word backwards, but it still makes sense forwards. You know what I mean? It's like a very cool thing. I think I actually introduced my daughters to Rewind like last year because of that very reason, like just to show them the level of craft and artistry that goes into writing rap songs. And J. Cole is absolutely of that ilk.
Yes, clearly,
he's
because
one of the coldest. Yeah,
and think about it. He's been writing this album for years, right? I think it's something like 12 years or something like that. Like he's had this whole plan, like he's had this whole thing planned out. And so when you think about songs, I said this about Mac Miller, right? About songs that you can write that feel like you wrote them yesterday, right? Like the art of it all, it doesn't feel like it's stale because you're putting work into it and you're actually telling a story and you're building out the concept as you're creating it. Whereas some songs, some sexy songs might feel a little outdated after a while, right? You know, some things that you might not be able to go back to. But the fact that he wrote this song maybe 12 years ago, if that's actually true, and we can hear it and still be like, yo, this is a great song. It's great music. That says something. You know, you put time into this, and that's why a lot of people want older rappers in this game, because maybe a lot of young rappers don't have that same foresight. I'm not saying that young rappers can't write a great song, but I'm saying that sometimes experience and really like mastering the bars and writing it out and really like making it make sense and making it work takes work and time, and like making sure every word, like having purpose and intent when you're writing your rhymes or writing anything at all. Like you have to be purposeful with it and have some intent into what you're writing. And he clearly has this here. I want to read this before we let our special guest in. This is what he had to say about the vinyl on his website, which I thought about buying, but that shit $50. I mean, shout out to everybody has their price, you know. I saw a funny tweet earlier that Jermaine Dupri said that he thinks that Nipsey Hussle was Jesus, and somebody said that Jesus wasn't selling mixtapes for $100. But anyway, I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's mad funny.
And then somebody replied and said he was in the Old Testament, but they cut it out. Anyway, the Fall Off vinyl, he writes, "This is the first ever pressing of the Fall Off. This limited edition was assembled under the strongest security measures possible in hopes to preserve the reveal of album artwork and music until the moment they were intended to be released. Production demanded full-scale, around-the-clock security in multiple facilities across North America to provide the best chance of success. With special packaging modifications, we are calling this first pressing the Stealth Edition, and it will be the only time the album will be available in this form."
Wow.
Kind of hard. Yeah. It sucks that you have to do these things to make sure that your shit is, you know, secure, but I do respect that he's taking those extra measures to make sure that his art comes out the way that it needs to be done. And that just takes a lot of work that a lot of people aren't willing to put in, but I think that's respectable and really cool. Do I also think that it's a gimmick to get people to buy your shit? A little bit, but business is business. You know, like
I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine with First of all, we got to get real comfortable with people going direct to consumer. We got to get real comfortable with supporting artists with like the projects that they're dropping. You know what I mean? Like I'm a big proponent of that. Yeah, man. Part of me getting into vinyl, I've been buying albums directly from people's websites, and it's felt great. You know, that money goes to them. A lot of the streaming shit they're not eating off of, so it's good to support them. So shout out to Cole. The Fall Off comes out in about a few weeks, and I'm excited to hear it, man. But enough of that. We have a very special guest that I'm about to let in a moment. Give us a second. We'll be right back. Don't touch that dial.
Big up yourself, it's on in. If you want the full video vibes, bonus episode, enough exclusive content, link we up on Patreon. Bomboclat. It start at only $1 a month. That a mad deal, you see it? Tap in now.
All right, y'all. So today is a very, very, very special night. I have one of my closest friends, my dearest friends, with us today on the pod. Lindsey, the founder, creator of AudMagic.
We don't let a lot of people on this show, y'all, so it's a big deal. It's a very, very big deal.
I'm so happy to be here.
Nice to
Lindsey is a spiritual healer. She practices self-care. She teaches you how to practice self-care. She does tarot readings, Reiki. She does sound healing, all measures of self-care and spiritual support and awakening and things of that nature. Correct?
Correct. I'm here to help you figure out and find your power and to connect you back to your source, your God, whomever you believe in, and just empowering you to do your work, to be your best self and hack life, basically. Find the cheat codes to life.
So we wanted to have Lindsey on a little earlier this month because every year for the last few years, Lindsey has done a tarot reading for me just to get started with the new year, just to have something to look forward to and kind of reset my energy, refresh.
I did not know that about you, bro. Just saying.
Yeah, man.
I did not know that you was on that vibe. Typically, when I bring up some spiritual, you not really fucking with it. So
Yeah.
when y'all be laughing at me on this podcast. Lynn, I don't know if you know, but I be on this podcast. I'm self-proclaimed Astro Man. I upgraded. I was Astro Boy. Now I'm Astro Man because of my love for astrology. Don't start talking
Astro
about
guy
and stuff like that, but. Now I'm just Astro guy. You know what I'm saying?
You're Astro guy.
Yeah. And they
love that.
They laughed me up every time I brought it up. They was like, "All right, man. I used to have a podcast about astrology, so I'm very close to this, But
oh snap! I love that.
When you get around,
I use astrology sometimes. To understand people better. Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, so the thing for me, it's not so much. I love, first of all, I love the stars. I think that we're all, spiritual beings having a human experience, right? I truly do believe that. And I lean into that for sure. But there are people out there that we know very well that, kind of participate in this, in the realm of that in a much more seedy way. Not saying that that's what you do. Not saying that that's what you do at all, T. But what we're saying,
100% I understand.
Yeah. But there's a so yeah, I give you crap about it, but I'm a complete victim to my astrology. I cannot help but be emotional, petty, and just all the things. Like I'm an ocean, I'm a water sign, all the things. That's exactly who I am. So.
Brother. Cancerians.
You're Cancer, right?
Yes, I'm a Cancer. Lynn, actually, the reason that we couldn't have Lynn on last week is because it was her birthday. Shout out to my Capricorns. My wife also is a Capricorn, and Lynn and my wife are very, very close and have been very
Sister
close.
Signs.
Yeah.
That's honestly why you and your wife are like thick as thieves and have been for forever, because it's like you are her on the inside and. It's like y'all understand each other, it's like this.
Yeah, for sure. And I always found that very, very interesting because I feel like mine's July 10th, hers is January 12th. If you cut a calendar in half and line them up, I think that's as close as you could possibly be to like overlapping. Like we're directly on the opposite sides of the zodiac spectrum, which I it's always been kind of cool.
I love shit like that. But
yeah, I do too. I love it. And honestly, if you want to take it a step further about like the partnership and the reason like why particular signs keep coming up in your life and maybe why she has been in your life so much is you are here for her to help her be more emotional, and she is here for you to help you be more grounded. Earth needs water, water needs earth. And so you two are kind of balancing bouncing off of each other, because there are times where, as we know, well, as you and I know, your wife can just be like, I don't want to do this like,
Yeah,
no, I'm done with this shit. And you
for
tell her
sure.
to explore those feelings further. And there are
Absolutely.
times where you're just like, no, this is,
Yeah, yeah,
you are on the deep end, and she's like, hey, reel that in.
Yeah.
You need each
Absolutely.
other.
Absolutely. Have you
Right.
actually I just told the story on the pod cuz we talked about that. My wife is very nonchalant. She's doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. She cut her locks off. Just part of the she hasn't told you. Oh,
When?
she is that destroyed about it that she hasn't even told you about it. That's awesome. She cut the locks
wondering why
off.
she didn't post anything on her birthday, no photos or anything. I was like, wait, there's nothing.
There's
This is
nothing.
odd.
Yeah, no, she cut her locks off because she wanted to reattach them, but because she does her own hair, she's always been into that. She has had trouble reattaching them, so now she's got a TWA going on, and she's
We're in the same boat. Underneath
she's a
this is
little devastated.
TWA.
Yeah,
I
she's a
find it
little
so
devastated
funny.
about
I
it.
find it so funny that originally Haas said, I don't know if I should say this story, and now he's told it twice. So
I told it twice,
In
yeah, for
case y'all
sure.
missed
And this
it.
one is going live. This one is going to be like,
Right.
like just on YouTube. So like for
She's
sure.
gonna be like, why did you say that again?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna fight
for
you,
sure.
bro.
yeah, you made it real hot. But let's
I made it hot.
Yeah, let's talk.
But
let's give
anyway,
some,
yes.
more background for Lynn. I want to learn more. Let's show the people who you are. I mean, you're going to show, but tell us a little bit too.
Let me ask you directly. So, what I know a little bit about you. Born and raised in Atlanta. You've not born in Atlanta, but you've been raised mostly in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Millennial, just like me.
Yep.
Soldier Boy era. Futuristic flow era. That type of thing.
the good
How
times.
does you went to Georgia State?
State. Mhm.
Yeah, Georgia
Thank you.
State.
Get it right.
Yeah, you got it. How
Not
does
the other one.
not the other one? There's only one GSU. How does a girl like you from the city turn into the spiritual healer that you are today?
That's a great question. It's really funny because if you like right around the time that you and I met was the time that I was divesting from the church, right? Like when it was literally, I never talked about the church. I never talked about growing up and being raised, Christian and doing all those, Christian like things. But I went to I studied at a seminary one summer when I was 17, one of the largest seminaries in the United States, in California. I was in a Christian group. I was doing sermons, leading prayers, all that type of stuff. And honestly, I think that my journey to being this, just all-encompassing spiritual practitioner started with me being in the church, because to roll it back even further, before my 20s and I started moving out of that, when I was a young child, I was really into spirituality. Like, so much so, like, my family wasn't even rocking with spirituality or Christianity like that. Like, we were the Sometimes Church people, where we would go on Easter, Christmas, New Year's,
and funerals.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty much it.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So we were that family. But me, like, I chose God. I chose Christianity for myself. Like, nobody put that on me. Like, I was in church one day with my aunt and I chose that for myself. But before that, like, I was meditating before I even knew a name for meditation. Like, I began meditating when I was 10, and it was just me, like, creating a vibe. I had one of those big, those big flashlights that are like this, and you do, it's like a huge flashlight.
Like one
an
of the camp
emergency one.
flashlights. Yeah.
Exactly. I had one of those, and I had like some colored paper, and I would put the colored paper on top of it and create a vibe in my little closet.
That's hard.
And I would sit in my closet on a nice pillow. I had my CD player, and I would play Jill Scott's Words and Sounds Volume 1. And I would play that album over and over again. And I would sit there meditating, didn't even know what a word was, and saying chants to myself, which were mantras of, empowering myself, because I didn't necessarily grow up with a lot of like empowering words. So I had to be that for myself. And so I would sit in my closet, close the door, and I created this whole vibe and I began to meditate. And in that, like when I was younger, I was very like, I would get spirits trying to talk to me when I was, 10 and 11, and I had no clue what that was. So I was fearful. And so I always needed the light on. I didn't understand these things. So with that not understanding, I moved into the church. And so I had more understanding in the church. And then when I was around 18, still in the church at 18, but I had my first tarot reading, and my tarot reader from when I was 18, is still my tarot reader today. I go to her every now and again, just a little checkup. It's more so like a conversation now, because she's been reading me for like almost 20 years now. So, it's just like, okay, hey girl. But that was the catalyst for me, the unearthing. Like, I was so afraid going to her because I was always taught to fear, fear tarot, fear divination, fear voodoo, hoodoo, any of that stuff. You do not, you don't touch it. But when I went to her and I had a reading, because it was like a dare, a friend was like, I bet you won't do it. And I was like, yes, I will. And when I went to her and I got a reading, it was so gentle and it was so loving, and it was very accurate to what I was going through at the time. She told me, the first card she ever pulled out for me was the death card in tarot. I was like, I've made a mistake. I shouldn't be here. The fear was on my face, and she was just like, this isn't what that card means. It doesn't mean you're going to die, but this means that it's transformation. You're going through a change. The person that you thought you were, or that you think you are right now, that person is gone. She is dying. She is going away. You are transforming into a new woman with new values, new ideals, new mindsets, and everything. And she was right. From that moment on, I began to look greater at the church, look greater at my spirituality, and expand my view of who God is, what God is, and how God can show up in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit about me.
I've always appreciated your stance on that, because a lot of people think that in order to experience the divine, in order to experience those types of spiritualities, you do have to divorce yourself from your traditional Christian values. But you don't share that sentiment, right? Can you speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, I think so. Growing up in the church taught me a lot of things. There are good sides to Christianity. There are bad sides to Christianity. There are good Christians. There are bad Christians. And I think that's the same with all religions, right? I think how I view it as, if we are created in God's image, right? And we look at the world, and there's so many variations of people, of languages, of expression. God is just speaking to us in a language that we understand. We understand Christianity, a lot of us, because our parents understood Christianity, right? Like, they had to, let's go on back, for Black people, our ancestors who came over on the ships that didn't want to be here had to hide their spirituality. And so they hid their spirituality within the church, right? Because they were able to practice Christianity. So they hid some of their Black traditions in that. And so that's why some of us are so connected to the Black church specifically, because our ancestral knowledge is there, and we understand that language because that's the language that our ancestors, our grandmas, our great grandmas, our mamas, all of those people, taught us, hey, this is how you practice, and this is how you revere God, So I definitely think that, like, for people, God is more expansive than any one religion. God can dwell in all religions. There are people that, take advantage, right? We see that all the time, especially in the church, in the Christian church.
Shout out Drewski.
No shout out Drewski. No.
I loved it. I really did. Because I was just like, wow. I was like, this is hilarious.
Very
and
accurate.
This is honestly true, because some people are just mimicking, right, what it is to be a Christian instead of actually being Christ-like. Like, I like people who are Christ-like. I don't necessarily like Christians, right? Because Christians take advantage, and they're just doing the moves and the, what they think is right. When you are Christ-like, you are actually embodying Christ's values, right? So I don't write off any, religion. I don't write off any Christian. I don't write off anything. Like, one of my closest friends, she's on the spiritual path. She just got a reading for her birthday from me. And then she was like, hey, you want to go to church with me? I'm finna try out this new, church over here. I was like, yeah, girl, let's go to church. I love that because God can speak to you in the most unlikely of places.
Right.
If
Where
you've
you
never been
are.
to church, exactly.
Yeah.
God meets you where you are. So sometimes it might be a person like me ministering to you via a podcast, or it might be you actually in the church in the pews. So I don't write off where God can dwell. Like, for me, God, spirit, source, those are all interchangeable words. It's just the creation energy, right? The creator of all things. And however that creator of all things can speak to you, that's how he, she, they speak to you.
Awesome.
That's beautiful. We're gonna come back to that Drewski shit later on because I definitely have. Like I gotta get some shit off. I know we got more stuff to get to, but we only an hour in, and I gotta get off some shit in like hour or two. But we'll
all good.
We'll get
for
there.
sure.
But man, very nice that was a great story. I'm glad that was a great question, Han, and it's great to meet you, Lindsey. Like know a little bit more about your background and everything, and I'm sure the people listening at this point are like, they know what it is at this point. They know what we about to.
Absolutely.
We know what we're about to get into.
Yeah, so Lynn, yes, let's do it. I obviously have been waiting, to get with you for the new year to do a fresh new reading. And
I'm so excited.
And obviously, Tren is gonna have one as well, but we can like just start with me. Let's do it.
You're like, let's just get into it,
Yeah.
All right. So, is there any topic that you specifically want to know about?
Yeah. So, I've kind of been on a specific path in my life. I want to thank you because we had this conversation way back in 2020 when we were first thinking about moving to North Carolina, and I asked you some questions about what is that going to look like and how is it going to be successful, because we had missed the boat a few times, and what you told me then was it's not going to be easy, but it is going to work, and it was 100% the case. So now, just professionally and personally, honestly, I feel like my cup runneth over, and I've got a lot of opportunities, and I've got a lot of tools at my behest to, like, but with that, that there's a lot of wielding that I have to do, and I kind of want to know, should I be paring back some of those things in order to kind of focus in on some specific paths, or should I, just kind of be a jack of all trades and like just, dibble and dabble in these different things?
Okay, so what came up for me when you just asked that last part of your question is there's no reason why you should not explore all avenues, right? Because we're not a monolith. We don't just do one thing. Right. However, do it in phases, right? Like, if we're exploring one thing and one thing is popping off for us right now, take this part of your year to like quarter one. Okay, we're focusing, lean in on this. Whatever is showing itself as something that is has forward motion, right? Like, there might be opportunities, more there might be a time where it's feeling like there is more coming from one avenue. Focus on that avenue first. And then, as you never leave any of one of those things alone, but focus on that avenue and focus in on what that is doing for you, because you don't want to like map out your plan, right? There's something beautiful about the fact that you have all of these different like talents, abilities, like little hidden cool things about yourself, right? You're talented in multiple areas. You're smart in multiple areas. Spirit is just saying, like, you don't have to limit that. Just give each thing its own time period to develop and foster. So back into it. map out your plan, right? Like if something is popping out, if there's more avenues, more opportunities happening for you with one thing in particular, go for that one thing. But also in the background, it's like something has to lead and something else is just going to be laying in wait, but you're not forgetting about it, right? Like for instance, if it's this podcast and like y'all have opportunities flowing, focus on that, but don't leave your day job just yet, right? Because there might be, there might be, some things and some movement happening. Hey, I'm just saying.
You're right.
Don't quit your J. Don't quit your J. I mean, your shit is alright, my nigga.
It's alright, but
I mean, it's good, but it's like it's good. Like still cultivate all the other aspects of you. I'm sorry.
So y'all ain't that funny now.
No, I mean y'all are great. I'm not, but I'm just saying, like, don't jump too soon. It's like I'm getting in my mind the image of the tortoise and the hare or the race. Like the hare raced so quickly to the finish line and then started to sleep when he really needed to get in the game, and the tortoise kept on chugging along, right? You're still in that tortoise mode. Like you can see the finish line, the goal, the ultimate goal off in the distance, but it's still off in the distance. And so in order to do that on your race, like you're not just being like, okay, I see the goal, so I'm not gonna, sip this water or eat these snacks that people are passing out. You know what I mean? You are still like, okay, I have to do all of the things to make sure I meet my goal. What about, something about like, okay, your goal is to have one lane, and also like financial legacy is coming up really big for me. Your goal is to have one lane and financial legacy. Honestly, with that financial legacy, you have to diversify your pop before any one thing pops off, because it can be anything at this point. And then also it could be that it could be both and, not an either or. You know what I mean? About what's going to work for you. And just explore all avenues. Don't give up anything too soon, right? Continue to, like, you have the goal of what you want to, be out of the 9-to-5 and into, more of your own heart-centered space. Your creative stuff. Make sure that while you are trying to get to this goal, these bills still got to get paid. The bills that's got to get paid, and the water that's being given on your course, right? Like the water and the snack. If you ever see a marathon, I'm running right now, so I get a lot of running metaphors.
Sure.
So on your race, right, there are people that are passing out water and giving you orange slices. Your water and your orange slices are the other avenues for you to make money that pay your bills, right? Your goal is that creativity, as your 100% sole 9-to-5, not 9-to-5, but your, sustaining job. But these orange slices and this water is going to fuel you till you get there. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you are not foregoing them because you see, like, I can win this race. I see it right there. Yeah, you can. However, you need that energy to get there. You have a lot of people relying on you. You have a lot of responsibilities. And one thing that we know about you, Spirit is just telling me, quiet leader. Like, yeah, I know that just from, like, you're a quiet leader, And so you're not going to say how things are burdening you until you break, honestly. And we don't want you to break. Spirit is saying, like, in order for you to sustain and to get to your finish line, you need to have multiple avenues of making money, because these people rely on you, and there's going to be some big things coming up in the next couple of years for you financially that you want to make sure that you have enough. Surplus is coming up. You want to make sure you have surplus, because enough, like, how to deal with enough, but we're moving out of our what we knew financially growing up into a new level and new territory. It's like, it's giving, it's coming up like the Jeffersons, right? Moving on up, that's what's coming up in my mind. And so the Jeffersons, if we think about the show, like, they came from, not having, Mr. Jefferson came from not having, then to having a lot. And when people come from not having a lot into financial prosperity, you have to learn how to handle that, or else you will waste all of it. And then you also have to move in a different way. Okay, Spirit is yelling at me to talk about your mama, and we, listen, talking about your mama, it's funny. I love her down. She is the funniest person ever. But it's given that your mother raised you in a particular type of way. She did her best, and she did her big one, honestly, with what she had, and to raise you and your brother, and honestly to help you raise your children when they're in their infancy, in their young parts of their life. Spirit is saying, like, I think this is why the mother wound is coming up, because you guys are going to be bumping heads on how, she's going to be like, y'all, you're spending a lot of money here. You're doing a lot of this here. Trying to mother you in a way in which you did not ask for financially, trying to tell you or give you tips and tools. And Spirit is just saying, like, you're going places that your mother hasn't been yet. So that might scare her, and she might just have those motherly fears for you, right? She's wanting you to, like, okay, be safe. I've seen you, y'all have had this yo-yo of a, I don't want to say existence, but a yo-yo of a
life.
Time. You've had a yo-yo of this life. Exactly. But she doesn't realize, or is coming to realize, that it used to be this, right? But now we're getting to where it's like this. There's less downs. You know what I mean? As you guys have gotten older, it's starting to level out. You guys are more into your careers, more into, your creativity. Y'all have created space for your children to grow and to foster, and security for them. That's the number one thing that's coming through. So I think she still has those fears, maybe a little bit of like motherly PTSD, because she doesn't want to see her children down bad or anything like that. But that is what's coming up for me truly is in this next, I feel like this year is going to be confronting your mother on a lot of different things. Now, I know in the past we listen. I know. That's a hard. That's very hard, right? Because your mother is your mother. She is strong-willed. She is a spitfire. She is a boss. Listen, I don't want to call Pinta a B word, but your mama a boss ass bitch.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, she has that energy. So, like, with you being the water, and that she has this fiery energy about her. What's Pinta's sign?
She's a Gemini.
Really?
She's a Gemini, June 9th. Yeah.
I do not get that at all. I get fire from that lady. Okay.
It could be the rising, it could be the rising and something in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Something in there. But she gives fire energy. And I think a lot of times in your past, in your growing up, and even in your early adult stages, you kind of just was like, all right, Ma, you got it. All right, we just going to do it your way. All right. Yeah. But now you are this fully matured grown man, and you're kind of like, okay, I gotta say what it is. And I feel like to an extent in this past year, you've been doing more of that as well, but it's like, it's going to reach different levels. And I feel like to a certain extent, it's gonna pierce and permeate your mother, so to speak. Like, you have a different level of power. You have a different level of autonomy in this. Ooh, Spirit is really... Well, I haven't picked up these cards not once. This is just mediumship stuff happening. I haven't gone anything at all, but that's what's really coming up as like something right off the dome. That's what's coming up really heavy for me. So let's actually get into the cards. So,
all right. Sure. Thank you. That was actually, that was something I needed. Because I am being pulled in a few directions, obviously, with the, just the economy and the way the world is shaping up. It's like, man, we're doing great work here on the pod. I love what we're doing. People come to us all the time telling us, man, I look forward to these. Y'all bring so much joy. We're not controversial. We don't divide people. We show a lot of love. And we bring a lot of people joy. So I appreciate my spirit is being fed by that. But at the same time, as things change in the world, it's definitely like, well, I can't actually just stop or just stay where I'm at because this is popping off. I actually have to still advance in other ways professionally too, which feels like splitting your time. But again, that's just the cross that I have because those things are both important to me. You know what I mean? So it's just it's just part of it. So I appreciate that.
It's part of it's part of your journey. And like I said, honestly, until one thing gives you an unfathomable deal, right? Like that, it's just like the money is like, you know what I mean? Like you can retire your mama. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, but that type of money, she already retired. But
for sure,
retire.
Finally get her that brick she always wanted. But
right, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations, and it's just like, honestly, I feel like you get joy in both, but in different ways. You know what I mean? It feels fulfilling. Sure. It feels like this is one type of fulfillment, like, in the heart space. And I think the other work that you do is in the head space of like really giving you that, like, I did this. I have these, I'm professional. I have these accolades instead of, instead of just being a job. It's just like, I feel very useful. I feel proud of the work that I'm doing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Let's get into the reading. Let's talk about you this year.
So I was like, you ain't even do all that. Yeah, I'm over here.
No, that was just
my reading. I'm still over here like sweating. I'm like, damn.
Don't sweat. I read lovingly. I don't.
I know.
It is
sweat in the sense where I'm just like, man, my brother going through all that. I ain't even.
Nah, it's all good. I'm in a great space, man. I'm highly blessed, man. Great problems I got. So
Yeah. You are in a great space. This is one thing that okay. So let's talk about you in your year.
Sure.
You're in a great space. Spirit is confirming that you're in a great space, and that it's just like you're seeing you when you said your cup runneth over. Like I'm seeing that 100% this year. What I'm seeing though with your cup running over is there is going to be a lot of healing that needs to be done, a lot of your shadow work, because you are getting all these accolades. Like you're arriving, so to speak. Like you have arrived, but you're getting all these accolades. It's gonna show people's true colors with you. You know what I mean? If it has not started already, it's definitely going to begin. People will be like, oh, you got all this going on. You think, all of this, people putting their own preconceived notions on you about the things that you are doing, right? Because of that, Spirit is asking you, like, do not stop saying to yourself, why me? Right? Like, why was I blessed in this way and these other people in my life were not blessed in this way? Right? Don't allow that negativity to take over, because why not you? Right? Why can't you have the greatness? Why can't you be the catalyst? Because with you opening doors for yourself, it's also opening doors for other people. And if other people in your life, your family cannot see that, then they don't need to come through that door with you. Right? So Spirit is saying, like, please don't allow your mind to overtake the goodness that's right in front of you, right? I think there's a lot of like trauma around making it, around success, around financial havings, like having the money and all of those things. There's a lot of trauma around that. And honestly, you progressing to this next level of life, there is going to be a time of like feeling very lonely, like on an island, because your peers or your family, and it's very much feeling family. And if not family, then it's friends that feel like family that I'm talking about. That it's just like, they don't understand me now because I am getting to this next level. And so now I'm feeling very lonely, but you have to understand, like, they have their own trauma surrounding like you finally coming up, because what's coming up for me big is like, people saw you down bad and they was just like, oh, poor Just, but then now Just is like really, coming up. And then they're like, wait a minute, he's the one that's always supposed to be down bad, so now he's up. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And so
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off real quick, but listening to this pod back is gonna be wait,
good.
amazing.
Really good.
Because you wasn't even here for the conversations we was having earlier, but
Really?
it's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
It's
Okay,
right
so I'm hitting on
there.
some things.
It's right
Okay.
there. But yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
hitting
for
on some
sure.
things.
Whew.
Okay.
I'm
All
gonna mute
right.
up. I'm
so
sorry. I'm
glad
not.
I
I'm not
wasn't
gonna knock
on.
you off no more. I'm sorry. Like just
Nah, yeah,
No, it's great. This is I
yeah.
love it. I love when confirmation that I'm flowing in the right direction, that I'm hitting
Yeah.
on those points, because sometimes
you cooking.
like I said, I be cooking, right? I'm a medium. So therefore, with mediumship, I get thoughts, I get songs, I get words, I get smells, I get feelings, right? And so I have to connect those dots because my guides speak to me in ways that I understand. So like, I don't know, like my ear could be scratching and I'll say a metaphor and it's just like that one thing don't got to do with the next, but it's applicable. So I'm very happy that we are in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to that, you have to, you have to be okay with being a little bit lonely in this time period of your life, right?
Yeah.
Loneliness is not forever. But you have to be okay with everybody not coming with you. You can't take everybody with you on the journey that you're on. And it's beautiful that, you know, where you are at, most people, not most people, let me not even say most, some people don't come to this like moment where they're seeing people are showing their hands and all this stuff until they have spent millions. Like they've come up, they've spent millions, and these people have taken them for granted or have taken all their money, and then they're shown. God is preparing you in a different way, that he wants you to see who these people are, who these people can be, before you get your financial blessing to the, you know, to the highest degree.
Sure.
You know, does it make sense?
That makes
so
a lot
he
of
wants
sense.
you to just, he wants you to see, you know, like this year it is going to be some intense feelings of loneliness, intense working on inner child shadow work, very deep-seated because you are at this space in your life and you are no longer trying to survive in the ways that you were when you were in your, you know, 20s and stuff like that. Because you have this kind of safety, now the levels and layers, you're peeling them back a little bit easier, because it's like your spirit, your body, you know, your emotions are in this safe space. So it's like, oh great, we feel safe. Remember when we were 10 and we didn't have this money, and then now you have money and all these things. That's what's going to be coming up because you are at this level of safety. You now have the freedom to even think about those things. It's a gift and a curse at the same time. I wouldn't say curse. Let me take that out. It's a gift because, oh wow, like I have done enough work to even go that deep within myself to unearth those feelings, to remember, right? Because it's about remembrance, right? There's some things that you have pushed down for so long that spirit is like, okay, now you are at a level of safety that we can bring those back up, and it won't harm you in the ways like if we brought this feeling and this emotion and this remembrance up in your, you know, 20s, that it would harm you.
I might have crashed out.
You've done enough work for it to be like, okay, yeah, great. You're not gonna crash out. You're not gonna punch nobody. You're not gonna stab nobody. So great.
But let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Sure. It makes a lot of sense.
Also, in this year, be very with a lot about finances this year. Conserve your money, right? Like there will be, and I feel like trips, overspending, you know, don't allow people to talk you into spending too much. Don't allow people to talk you into spending too much because they've done X, Y, and Z for you in the past, and now they're like, you have it. So hey, come on, you got it, spend it. This is where we are setting boundaries for ourselves. Boundaries is a big word that's coming up, and part of the reason why the loneliness is happening this year is because you're setting boundaries, right? In a way that you never set them before. There's levels to boundaries, right? And now it's financial boundaries of like, thank you so much. Even though you have helped me in my past, in order for me to see the success in my future and to build my life, like I have to, you know, set some financial boundaries. I can't overspend. I can't buy you all of these things. Like, yes, let's talk about it. What do you need from me? But that I can't give you everything, right? Like I still have a family, right?
Yeah.
I still have children I need to raise. I still have a wife. I need to have an emergency fund for, you know, my children, my family, all of this stuff, the nuclear family that I created. I'm responsible for these people. And even though you all were in my life and have been in my life my entire life, these are the responsibilities that I chose. And I thank you for all that you've done, but I'm so sorry I can't, you know, I can't give to you in those ways. And it's a level of people guilt, right? Yourself will be feeling guilt, but also others in your life will try and guilt you behind your decisions on money. So just be mindful. And then also don't let don't give in to peer pressure. Don't let them, you know, sway you in the wrong direction. And don't be fearful of losing people, right? Because people that are really meant to be in your life, y'all might take a break, but you'll come back. Okay. And I don't know who that's specifically talking to or who's that specifically for, but you have to uphold your boundaries. And also just remember, like, be grateful. Gratitude is your way to more abundance this year. That's coming up. That's something that is coming up truly. Instead of saying, again, back to the why me, why am I the one being blessed? Why am I the one that's, you know, getting the financial success? Say, thank you so much, God, for allowing me this financial success. I'm so grateful to be here because now I can do more things for my future. I can reach back and pull people up, right? Let's keep going. There's going to be a lot of upward momentum for you, like more public recognition. And I feel like that's not just for you, that's for the pod as a whole. It's more public recognition. Like it's giving that there's a moment that's going to be like, people are going to be like, oh, I've been riding with them since the beginning. Y'all just getting on? Like, okay, yeah. Y'all,
sure.
They've been doing this. They've been doing it, you know, all of these things. And like, people are giving you your flowers while you're still here. So while the pod is still up and coming, we're going to get an influx of more viewers, more fans, and just honestly transforming. I don't know if you guys have ever thought about joining like a podcasting network, or if you guys aren't already on a podcasting network.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know what those are.
There are pod networks. I don't know, something about like, I say pod network, a podcasting like network, because it gives more resources, and it's just feeling like there's going to be more resources given to you with more people seeing.
Yeah.
Like with more people seeing you, you get more FaceTime, people getting hip to you more. It's like, oh, wait, hold on. Okay. Hey, we want to work with you. Hey, we want to, you know, more, maybe some brand sponsorship, something of the sort. But it's just like, people are going to be like, oh, wait, I know you. I saw y'all do this. I saw y'all do that. So also revel in that and just be like, yeah, I deserve that. We worked hard for this. Yeah, we did this. So be okay with that as well. Just revel in your success, right? Spirit is also saying for you, so with all of this work that you are doing this year, you need to have time for joy, right? Like, I know there is a lot that you are doing work-wise, pod-wise, family-wise. What is the time that is just for you? You have to create moments of peace and of rest just for yourself. Like, I understand that you give your wife time for herself. You give, you know, your daughters, you know, they're growing up, they have time for themselves. What do you do that is just 100% for Justin? And that is a huge thing. In order for you to keep running this race, you got to take your breaks. And your breaks are, do you need to, I don't know, take a trip by yourself, or take a trip with the bros, or find a new hobby that is just for you, a hobby that you do not make money on. Because I'm sorry.
I'd literally just talked to Nia about borrowing one of her guitars because I want to teach myself how to play guitar. I literally today we had that conversation. That's incredible.
Yeah, like, it's literally like, there has to be moments that are just for you, that are just for your enjoyment, just for your fun, and like giving you some, I don't want to just call it childlike joy, but like that joy that, you know, you see little kids and they're just so grateful for the new experience. You need new experiences that fills your cup even more. Because I see for you this year, there are so many buckets of cups that are being filled. And one of those has to be about treating yourself, indulging yourself, taking yourself out just by yourself. Like without no kids, without no wife, without no mama, without no brother, without nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just for you, you have to be... you have to be pouring into yourself. Like, yes, you pour into a lot of people. You do a lot of things for a lot of people. Now it's time for you to cut out time just for you. All right, let me give you one last encouraging card for you. I don't even know how long I've gone, but I just want to.
It's all good. Let's just we just gonna keep going.
Keep rolling. Okay.
Yeah. But I feel very aligned with your message. So that's all been resonating with me for sure.
I love it. I love to hear that. That's what I want to hear. So, one encouraging oracle card for your year 2026. This year you're going to be making some amazing memories, and it's like, lock them in. There's so much goodness that is coming for you this year, and it's like Spirit is saying, take the moment to enjoy the journey, right? Like, you're in control. You have to trust yourself, rely on your own strength and your wisdom, and your intuition will never steer you wrong, right? It may feel like in the moment your intuition is like, okay, I made this decision. I thought that was my gut decision, but it's opening up worlds for you, right? So with this year, take time to sit in the memories as you are making them. Allow yourself to remember, like, oh, this year we did X, Y, and Z. This was our come up year. Oh, because it's gonna in the future be like, remember when we did that? Remember when we did this? Right. So Spirit is just really saying, like, sit in that, trust yourself that you are making the right decisions. There is no wrong way on your path, right? There might be different options for you, but Spirit is just saying, go with what feels right, and you will make it to your end goal. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good. Absolutely.
I love it.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. I love it. I'm so happy that it resonated with you. Very much so.
Absolutely. A lot of that stuff has come up for me. Just even the stuff that you had mentioned about family and boundaries. I kind of think you're talking about your homegirl, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, a lot of it is, and that's the beauty of, again, why I feel so grateful now, because all the things you said, I feel, right? So I'm in tune as well, right? I'm in tune, and I'm getting those same messages. So this is definitely just reaffirming where I was gonna take it. So thank you so much, Lynn. Again, Lynn of AudMagic, she's here with us today. She's giving us readings. She's giving us encouraging words, affirmations. I'm so excited. This is awesome. Here we go with the main event.
Yes, I'm so excited because I've never read for you before. I love reading for new people and seeing if it resonates.
I don't know. Okay. It's definitely it's excitement for the most part, but it's also just like,
you're a little nervous.
Am I ready to receive?
Yeah. You don't want to get read for filth, but
am I ready to receive? That's all, But I do, I will. I'll take it as it comes. That's all.
Okay,
let's do it.
I love that. I love that. This is great.
Can you tell us the process? What's happening right now? Yeah, what's going on? Right now?
Yes. Okay. Sorry, my bad. I am just cleansing the deck. Some people do this. You don't have to. Yeah, for the patrons. I'm just cleansing my decks. When I read, this is just where's my camera? Okay. This is just a little smudge stick. This is Palo Santo. It's a few things in there that cleans the cards and stuff. It's just a smoke cleanse. And so when I'm doing my readings, I use 3 to 4 decks. So you don't see it, but I've got about four decks, a couple of oracles, a couple of oracle decks, a couple of tarot decks, because all of my cards mean different things. And so they unearth different feelings and things for me. And when I'm reading a particular person, I kind of decide which decks to use and, utilize just based off of the energy.
Would it throw it
peace.
off? Would it throw it off to name the card or show the card when you after it gets pulled? You can
No,
just
it
let me
wouldn't
know.
throw it off.
Okay.
However, what I will say is because I'm not just a tarot reader, so I'm a medium. And
right.
so when I'm looking at a particular card, sometimes the card comes up because it's reminding me of something. It's
Right.
not the meaning of
It's
the
not the
actual
card. Right. Gotcha. Okay.
It's not the card at all. Like, for instance, oh man, I'll give you an example. I was reading tarot for a woman one time, and she was, I'm not telling no names or nothing for real, but it was talking about her son, right? And so I pulled, there is a sun tarot card, but it's literally like sun and like sunshine. And it's meaning that, that there's a time that is like, you're stepping into the light, you're stepping into your power, the things are coming and doing amazing things for you. But then I saw that card and I said, you having issues with your son? And she was like, oh my God, yes. And I'm like, So it's like, if I show the card, it's not.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Gotcha.
It doesn't always translate to what the thing is.
Understood.
I just go off of what my guides give me. So,
That's peace.
okay.
Trendell.
Yes, Trendell. I have some things that are happening in my mind, but I'm going to pull the cards and allow myself to come up with things as they are.
Okay.
You have any questions, T, before we
Right. Thank you for asking.
So last year,
Any topic.
yeah. So last year, the word that was following me around and it has followed me into this year that I've been kind of vocal about to people in my life and just to myself. Come on, son. No,
my bad. I'm gonna mute up.
Wait, did you say single?
Yeah.
Did you say single?
Yeah, he did say
Oh
single.
man.
but-
Okay. So So that's
Look,
what's coming up.
the card. It was in the cards, baby.
Oh, wow,
It was.
I'm not even gonna lie, 'cause I'm like,
It was in the cards. I'm a mute now.
I don't want to put this on Front Street because, and then also I didn't want to be like, so what's going on with his love life? Because you know what I mean. Like I didn't want to do that because. Yeah, because I was like, listen, because like with Justin, I'll just be like, so what's your mama doing? You know what I mean? Because I know him like that. So when I'm reading for somebody the first time, but okay, before I start reading tarot for people, sometimes things will come up as I'm preparing for the readings. Just to give people context, before I go into a reading, there's a whole process that I do to prepare my mind, body, spirit, to read for people. And in that process, like I'm thinking of the people that I'm reading for. So messages start coming before I even meet you or even talk to you. Right. And what was coming up for me, for you, was definitely about the love and the feminine, like women, feminine and things, and realizing that you have to trust yourself. And how can I say this? Your power is in you. You are not half of a person. You are not incomplete because you do not have partnership at this moment, right? Or if you are, or don't have the partnership that you desire at this moment. What was coming up for me was just like, there might be issues that you have had surrounding women and dating and finding what feels like true love or true partnership. But it's something that it's just like I don't want to call it a hole like within you, but it's just something that you're just like, why isn't it happening? But Spirit is telling me to tell you that, like, don't think like that. You have a beautiful soul, a beautiful light. And, there might be other things that you need to focus on before focusing on relationships. Does that make sense? Does that resonate?
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
And that's kind of like, I think it's kind of related maybe, because what I was going to say is that the word that's been surrounding me is actually purpose, right? So it's been like just everywhere. It's like in projects that I've worked on, like I can't miss it at this point. Projects that I've worked on have brought it to me. Specifically, it was Romans 8:28, which is like, all things will be done through God and to serve his purpose,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. And the word has just been following me around. I started reading my friend's book, which is like a self-help book, and that verse was in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, damn, it's all around now. And when I went to my cousin that lives out here, had an opening for her business, she said the word purpose, and I'm like, damn, this has been, I get it. I understand it. I hear it. I'm going to receive it. I'm going to look for that in my own life as well. So just all meanings of that word, I've just been trying to figure out what that means. And I said to myself that this year is going to be the year of purpose, whatever that means. And also doing things with more intent, right? So just not spreading myself so thin to the point where I can't focus on the things that I want to do, and just, that's how that's been. So I guess my question is, it sounds super generic, but on this path, what type of maybe blocks should I look out for? Maybe like what types of things do I need to kind of be mindful of? Because I'm trying to stay focused, but there's a lot of things. Yes, I'm recently single, and I've kind of just been like you said earlier, gift and a curse, right? Like there is that like desire for companionship. Obviously, I do want to start a family. I do want to have somebody with me, and building with and stuff like that. But I'm also building stuff for my own as well. Like I have plans for this year, financial goals. I want to get my own space. Like condo has been in my head. That's like the thing that I really want and need. Like my goal was this year, so that's what I'm working towards. Full force. And purpose, condo, camaraderie, things of that nature have just been
We've got a lot going on here. I pulled some cards while you were speaking so I could embody the energy of what you were speaking at that moment. I want to first ask about this relationship that recently ended. Did it end on good terms, or was it a kind of messier process?
Messy in the sense where I definitely wasn't ready for it. It's confusing because a lot of times people think that when you're the one to end a relationship, that you are probably better off. Like you're like, yeah, you ended it, so why would you be the one feeling more pain and stuff? But it felt like me being brought to a point in which I said, I think this is over. So it ended on terms where I wasn't necessarily ready for it, but I did it, and so needless to say, didn't end in the best terms, I should say.
I got you. What came up is that it didn't end very well. That's why I asked. I was like, was it a little messy? It didn't end very well, but the worst of that, of that ending is over, right? Like the deep feelings that you felt when the relationship was ending, it's grief, right? Like you're like, what is it that I felt like I ended it? Why do I feel this way? It's grief. You're grieving the life that you thought that you would have with a particular person. And you are stepping into the ideal of, okay, I'm doing something new. I'm doing something different, with my life. And I thought this person, or I thought this relationship would end in a different way. So that what caught you by surprise is the grief of that relationship ending. Like you knew it was ending, but it's just like, okay, wait, I thought it was going to be this. I thought it was going to be that. But the worst of that is already over. So we're kind of like putting that behind us and moving forward this year. So like we're kind of putting that relationship shit to the back burner, right? Mm-hmm. Right. That's not where your power lies this year. For you, at the center, at the core of you is your strength this year. You are leaning into knowing yourself, recalibrating your nervous system after a breakup, after a time period of your life has ended. How long were you with that person?
Total 9 something years. It's been a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a big portion of you, right? Yeah. So you're shifting into this new person, right? You knew who you were with that person. Now you are becoming a different man, and the man that you are becoming is. Let's talk about it, because he's got his ducks in a row, right? Like you are you are highly loyal, right? You were highly loyal in that relationship, right? What's coming through for you is, as you are transforming this year, is you are still that same man, but that energy that you poured into that relationship, you're pouring now back into yourself, your self-care, because, men don't like the word self-care. I don't know why, but self-care is literally just doing all the things that you need that are for you. So you're trying new things this year. You are healing yourself this year. I don't know. Are you open to therapy, or are you already in therapy?
I'm open to it. I'm not in
Okay.
therapy, but I'm open
This
to
nigga
trying
hates
it.
therapy.
I don't
Something about
hate therapy. It's just I'm a natural skeptic, right?
I know.
It's
Yeah.
just it's a mental thing. I feel like I wouldn't be I'm not in the right space to receive it in the way that it would be. I'd be going there challenging them, and it wouldn't be the right. I'm like, that's not good. That's not the right place.
And this is why you choose the right therapist that is prepared, because you can pull whatever therapist. What's coming up for me is that you should try it, right? Like, you should try it, especially after this shift of this long relationship, this grief process, because you need help, you need counsel, honestly, on, like, your friends are one thing to bounce ideas off of, right? To talk through things with. Your therapist is there just solely for you, right? Like, they're not invested in the same way in which your friends are invested in your life and your outcomes. So they are there just to counsel you. And so something's coming up of, like, it would be good for you to just have that independent counsel that is just for you. But let's talk about you as a whole. This year, you're really stepping into another level of compassion for yourself, of wisdom, of, like, really mastering your creativity. Something about letting that relationship go realigns your focus this year. I think in that relationship there, you might have lost a little bit of your spark over time. It says a little bit of something that it's just like, I'm getting, like, tiredness, a lot of just, like, being drained. Something about that energy is coming right back up and right into you, because now that it's like you cut off the dying limb, right? Think about a plant or a tree. And you see this vine, right, that's hanging, it's dying, nothing is coming good of it, so you have to prune it, and by pruning it makes the plant better, right? So something about you pruning that is automatically, like, giving you a resurgence of, now you're thinking of all the things that you want to do in a different way, of, like, okay, I want to do this, here's how I'm going to attack it, instead of, I want to do this, but oh God, how can I attack it? Now you have more energy and more time to think about, what do I want to do for me to set myself up better? And in you setting yourself up better, and also doing your work to figure out and heal some of the issues that you had in that past relationship, because we know it's two to tango in a relationship. No one person is completely right or whatever, but healing some of that stuff that your partner might have unearthed or told you about in that relationship, that's going to make you a better partner leading into your next relationship. This year is honestly about planting seeds, right? I don't necessarily, like, I know you want to do your condo or whatever, that sounded rude. I'm very sorry about that. Your condo or whatever living situation. I don't like to be rude.
Okay.
So I'm like,
honestly, Hyde felt the same way about it. He was like, why? But go,
it's funny. Coming up. I'm like, you want to do your condo, but something about it is saying not yet, right? There is, I feel like financially you need to, I'm telling everybody, be conservative, also because of the world, right? Be conservative financially this year. Right. So start the plan for getting the condo that you want. However, don't finish the plan in this year, right? Figure out, how am I going to attack getting the condo that I want, or how am I going to attack getting a house, or all of these next things, and what does it realistically look like for me to do that financially? Let me save a certain amount for my down payment, let me do this, let me do that, and then make that plan, because I feel like it's not going to be 2026 that the condo comes to fruition. Like, it might even be like towards the middle, like end of the year, that you found a condo, you're putting in offers and stuff like that, but it doesn't necessarily come to fruition. So it's just saying, make sure that when you're going into getting this condo, that you have more than enough, because there will be a point in which you're like, oh yeah, I've saved plenty to, do this condo. No, you haven't. You think you have enough, save more than enough, right?
Shit happens.
Shit happens. And I feel like to an extent this year, there is a moment where for you, just be mindful of like shit happening, right? You're just like, damn it, I'm spending too much money. What the fuck? Oh my God, what? Okay. And so finances might not feel as firm, as stable as they had previously felt in previous years. So that is why I'm saying, like, be mindful. Don't do the condo right now, because if you do the condo right now, it's going to put undue burden and stress on you financially, even though like at the time in which you do the condo, you'll be like, oh yeah, this worked out perfectly. I don't know what she's talking about. And then boom, something happens and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, okay, now I ain't got it. Okay, hey, can somebody send me $20 from McDonald's? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we want to be careful with our finances this year. There's a lot that could potentially happen. So you just want to be prepared for it financially, right?
Yeah.
Let's keep going. Okay, so also with this, I'm laughing because the relationship has just ended. However, there is parts of you that might be like, there might be a point in this year where there has been enough space, enough time where you and the person that you just previously ended the relationship with are like, okay, maybe we can talk again and be friends. I'm sorry, it's coming up. I'm sorry, it's in the cards. I'm sorry.
No.
It's saying that with this person, the chapter won't close because you're not allowing it to close. It's saying, please do your damnedest this year to make sure that this ends. You have to learn the lesson, right? Like, you can't go back to what's comfortable, what's familiar, because even though that relationship is familiar, right? You know what this person is about. You know what, they bring to the table. Like, it's safe in a way, right? This relationship is like, not saying that this person is particularly safe, but it's just like, the devil you know versus the devil you don't, right? Because you might be out in these streets and listen, the game is different than 9-10 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
hey, hey, Lindsey.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I'm just saying.
I hate it out here. I hate it.
Listen, I was just gonna say, it might be that you're like, okay, I'm out here, I'm dating. You hate it, but so you're like, please. Come talk. Can we talk again? Can we let's try and work it out, baby, please. But no, you have to. There was a lesson in you ending this, and we can't backtrack because it's going to block our blessings for our future, right? So there's something that you had to learn, and if you keep returning to this person and in this connection, this relationship, you're going to be blocking your own blessings. You're going to be standing in the way of the love that you so desire by continuing to look back and to turn back. So please just know, like, you have to uphold boundaries this year. Very big, right? Boundaries is the thing that's coming up for the both of y'all, but for you, it's different because it's in the relational realm. Like, I feel like you are just what's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
He's a Cancer.
I was just about to say, like, very like cuddly and warm and sweet. And sometimes people take that for weakness, especially when you're doing all the right things. You're giving women the calmness or the sweetness that they never had. They will abuse that. You know what I mean? And so in that, it's just saying, like, you have to uphold boundaries and stop giving so much of yourself to people who don't deserve it and who have not earned it, so to speak. Like, it has to be equal playing field, right? Like, this woman that you're dating is giving to you, and you are also giving to this woman, not just like you are, tricking off. We can't be doing that. We can't be giving too much. Like, yes, you like people, but Let them earn it. Let them show that they deserve it, because you know that you're deserving of love, but you can't just pour from a heart wound, pour from a like, this is what I'm supposed to do as a man. I'm supposed to, love a woman this way, and I'm supposed to give and do all of these things. You're not supposed to do anything but be yourself, and you deserve love, the love that you give out, right? Like, we equally yoked out in these streets now. You know what I'm saying? It's not all you give everything and you get nothing in return. That's not going to work for you and for your life. Does that resonate?
It should.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah.
My bad.
Wow.
As I said for him, listening to this pod back is just.
Yeah.
This makes me sad, man. All the stuff we talked about, it's just like, he wasn't even here for that. And it's like, just you bringing all these messages and stuff is just. Oh, no.
I got to make sure I
send
Tren a copy of a screen recording of our text so he knows that I did not give you any side
context.
Information.
I am skeptical.
Yeah.
I am.
Oh no, I promise you can hear the voice memos. We was talking back and forth. He's like, "Hey, Lynn, you want to be on this podcast?" I was like, "Yes, bring me." Okay, great. I'll see you next week. That was it.
I got you.
That was it.
I don't know nothing.
I got you.
I don't know nothing.
I will not reject this.
Yeah.
I will. I take everything as it's coming.
Good.
I feel it. But I will not be going back to. I will not be going back to Shawty.
Good, man.
Just, talk about block
Fingers
blessings. That blessing blocked me. So we don't got to worry about all that.
Not that blessing blocking. I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Yeah. All platforms actually.
Wow.
But we good.
Spotify.
No.
Like
I wish that was a joke, but
Right.
Did you sign me out of Audible?
Oh my Lord.
Venmo?
Because listen, that's what happens when breakups happen. It's like, damn it, I ain't got the Hulu no more.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, give me back my passwords, bitch.
Yeah.
That's one of the most satisfying things about getting out of a relationship. Is like, first off, I've been in a relationship for like 7 years now. But before that,
must be nice.
I love logging people out. I love logging people out of my Netflix, out of my Hulu, because you're not finna live off me, motherfucker.
I do miss it.
I kicked off my YouTube Premium. That hurt.
There you go.
Because YouTube Premium give you a message too. It's like,
oh my goodness.
You sure you want to remove this person? And then it's like, all right, you remove this person from your family. They're gone.
From your family.
Because, listen, that's a metaphor. Okay? That's prophetic.
I know. But
it's funny because the difference between like YouTube Premium and the other ones is like you still on YouTube. Yeah. It's just like, why am I getting ads?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna hit you.
It comes
like,
to you
this
quick.
Motherfucker. It's like you're gonna know
those
right
ads are
away.
atrocious.
I did it like 4 months after too. I let her rock for a little bit, and then 4 months I was like,
all right, you got to get your own, nigga.
Yeah, time to cut it.
I love that. I love that. Ooh, okay, something just popped out of the deck for me. This is
definitely
that
always happens when it's.
Hold on. Something just popped out. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Lots of things. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to turn this face tracking on.
Oh, my goodness.
You didn't hear me.
Those listen, we're gonna leave those there. Okay, something that is big for you in this year is spiritual growth. Okay, that is the card that popped out. Spiritual growth is paramount this year. Like you say, you're an astro man. Like it's getting into your spiritual practice because that helps you and allows you to level up and to be prepared for the love that you want and desire, not just for that love, but for yourself in that love, right? You have to embrace all parts of yourself, right? Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace like who you are, the little nuances, the fact that you are an astro guy. Like find the person that is equally yoked or connected with you. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to get into a relationship and people are you dating somebody and they're side-eyeing you for your likes and your interests and stuff. You need somebody that accepts you, the whole of you, because you accept the whole of you. You can't, that I think that's something that is very connected to boundaries this year. It's like with you accepting all of yourself, all aspects of yourself, and not diminishing your power, diminishing your light, or talking down about the different parts of you, then that allows you to open up avenues. I have a piece of hair. Lord, sorry, y'all. It's just stuck on my nose. But
couldn't even
This
see.
ain't happened during yours.
listen.
I'm telling you, something going on.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
just like, what is happening? Cards popping out, all types of stuff.
Yeah.
Spirit is really saying, like,
Speaking of
lock in on that growth of yourself, like acceptance, healing, self-love. All of these things are paramount for you this year, because in order for you to go to that next level, like the catalyst was you ending that relationship, and that part of you ending that relationship was honoring yourself, right? Honoring what you know you deserve and what you know you can no longer move forward. Like you had grown to a certain point with yourself. You're just like, I can't be here. This is stunting me, right? And so that was just the start, right? Ending that relationship. Now the work is truly like, okay, I have no excuses for me to not be doing this work, to level up, to love myself, to honor myself, to heal myself. Like it feels like there might still be some wounds from adolescence. I'm getting like middle school age surrounding love, relationships, and dating. I don't know what that is. That's for you to decide and unpack. But Spirit is just saying like those things are still coming up for you because you never fully addressed them, and you just kept chugging along. But now's the time for you to address them so that you can have the love that is beautiful and that is out there for you. Because there's somebody out there for you. It's just you got to do your work in order to receive. Yeah.
Word.
Peace.
All right. Does that feel good?
Yeah, I feel it. I'm feeling great. Thank you.
Okay.
That was
Yay.
That was nice, and it felt like a big old warm hug, but also like a shake at the same time. Like this, you know? So
yeah.
Right.
My advice always feels like a gun butt. So it's it's not totally
do the work, nigga. That's the voice that I have for high. That's my new voice for
Right. Do it.
Stop being a fuck nigga, man. Get rid of that girl, man.
Get this shit together.
Yeah, like, all right, man. Like,
no, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And it's great that
I tell people. Go ahead.
It's great that you said spirituality, because like part of purpose, right, was like being surrounded by that Bible verse is like me wanting to get more in touch with my spirit and just strengthening that spirit, especially because seasonal depression comes around. It's been rough, but also just like wanting to expand and just try to strengthen as much as I can so that when other things are low, at least this is high, right? At least this other part of me is high. I know that audio is different now, but it's all right. We can just keep on rocking.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Lindsey, for all of that.
Thank you, Lynn.
I really did appreciate that and respect everything that you do. And happy belated birthday, of course.
Where's the horns?
Oh yeah, we got something. I got applause. We got the siren. Yeah, where my siren at, yo? Just
there we go.
This really feels like I'm in the club from like circa 2010 with that siren. Like literally, you remember the songs you should just, or the DJ you should just hit that button over and over again.
Yeah, for sure.
With my business casual.
Well, thank you, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. It's been wonderful having you here. Again, I don't have no tarot cards, but I could surely see great things in your future. I think I've been seeing you do more this year with AudMagic, and I see the effect that you're having on people. And I've always admired you. I've always loved you. And it just means the world to me that the world is now seeing it as well. You're sharing more of yourself. It's not fair that we get to have you to ourselves. You're so much bigger, and you're so much more. What you provide for people, and and I only know this because I've known you for so long, and I've seen the effect that you've had on people throughout the years. You know what I mean? The fact that, you know, the rest of the world and the rest of the people out there are going to be able to experience it now. You know, it's just a blessing. The same way we bring joy, I see you bringing joy, peace, harmony to so many more people. So I'm glad to, you know, elevate your microphone and bring you to our fans, because I think they're going to love you as well. So.
For sure. And y'all do not block y'all blessings, and hit up Lindsey everywhere. You want to shout out all the socials, all that stuff? Let them know. Where can we find you?
Yeah. So you can find me. I am on YouTube. I am on Threads. I am on Instagram at AudMagic, AudMagic. AudMagic. And you can find me on any of those platforms. I'm also on TikTok, so come holler at your girl. I love talking to whoever talks to me on the internet. Especially when it's about spirituality. Listen, I love talking to friends and making new friends. Just will tell you, I will talk to a stranger in a heartbeat.
Yeah. You don't meet friends, you don't make friends, you recognize them, you know? That's how it is.
That's real.
Prophetic,
That's
yes,
real.
I love that.
Hey.
But follow me. I sometimes I'll go live giving tips, tricks, just little pointers so that you can reconnect yourself to your spirit. This year I am going to be doing some more things. I'm going to be doing a virtual journaling club coming in February. So it's just a moment for people to have one time a week for you to sit and take moments to journal. If you are into that, follow me on these socials so that you can be aware of when I'm doing that. I run promotions on my readings. I can do in-person readings. I can do written readings. I also do Reiki, sound healing. If you are in the Atlanta area and want to come to one of my sound bath sessions, please do reach out to me. Or if you're in the Atlanta area and you're looking for a sound healer, Reiki healer, or a tarot reader, holler at me. I'm open. I'm really trying to, like you said, I'm trying to get out there and share myself and my talents with the world this year. So I want to meet you. I want you to meet me. And I want us to become magicians together so that we can make our lives more beautiful, more fulfilling, and so that we just have the cheat codes to get everything we want in life, because we are all so deserving.
Yeah.
Lindsey of AudMagic, y'all.
I love y'all. Come on, bring it back.
Yeah. Let me get you another one. It got reload the clip up. Yeah. Yeah, that's the most points we ever gave to one person. And like I said, we don't have a lot of guests on this pod, so it's been great to have you. It's been a really nice time, and it won't be the last. You know, I'm sure you'll be back very soon.
I would love to.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Lynn.
Thank y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your energy and to share.
That was awesome having Lindsey, founder and creator from AudMagic, on with us.
Yes.
Giving us tarot readings and, you know, just reading our energies. That was very cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I don't want to keep throwing the word scary around because I feel like words have more meaning and weight, right? So like even when she was like, oh, gift and a curse, oh, not curse, let me take that out. I'm like, all right, we're being intentional with these words and stuff. So I will say surprising. Yeah. You know, not scary. It was surprising that I did align with a lot of what she was saying. That kind of thing kind of disappoints me a little bit. I definitely just have been full force. But now it's forcing me to think why maybe I shouldn't do it yet. But
right.
Man, that I really
patrons, you got a very special episode coming.
I really want it.
Are you one of those people that feel like if you like you don't want to get like nerve gas because you don't want to say something that, you know, that's like that you've been like keeping in for forever? Like, you know, those people, they get on nerve gas and they can't stop cursing, or they can't stop like laughing, or just like it's like a truth serum almost.
Oh yeah, like I'd be fine with it. I don't know if everybody else would be fine with it, but I'd be okay. You know, that's y'all problem, not mine. You know,
got it.
But I'm very, I drink a lot, bro. So shit comes out all the time.
That's true. That's true. I try to keep a lot of myself to I try to stay in a like I don't smoke at all. I drink I might drink like two, 3 drinks if I'm really trying to get lit 4, and then that's it. I never get like super drunk because of that. Because like I really like to stay in control of myself, and I don't like the feeling of being out of my body. So
it's funny that you say that, because this is not like a promotion for drinking and stuff like that. But I will say the things that I've said while drunk have helped me say them while sober. Now, I don't know if these are things that are good things that I'm saying that I should not be saying maybe, but I will say like it's like the higher stage, right? Like if I'm saying things that I would have been saying only drunk, and I'm saying I'm sober now like drunk me is like we saying some other shit, you know? It's not always good, but it's being said, you know.
Word.
All in all though, like that feeling of being outside of the body, I don't mind it, man. I don't mind it, but it's under control. I'm functioning. You feel me? But all in all, thank you, Lindsey. We really appreciate all that you did here today, and I'm sure the listeners enjoyed it too. We are adjacent to Black affirmation shows, and I love that for us. So that's where my shout out goes to whoever made that algorithm, or it could be us. Shout out to us, and also shout out to the algorithm for putting us in the spaces where people feel like just listening to us or being a part of our conversations and just being that vibe. They feel like overwhelming joy, and just the fact that for the majority, it's joy and happiness. And like, I would sit in a room with these folks, you know? So that's shout out to us. Y'all. And of course, my fuck you is going to Drewski. Whoa, man. Oh, Drewski. Listen, man.
Here we go.
I am not the most practicing of Christians, but I have a big problem with people highlighting all of the worst parts of Christianity or like just religion period, and not knowing enough about the joys and the good, because ultimately you're doing more harm than good in this. There are a lot of people that are turning away from spirituality, turning away from faith, and when a platform as big as yours, especially with a lot of Black people looking at it, a lot of Black people have found their strength in Christianity, found a lot of strength in spirituality, and for you to take it and make that much of a mockery of it. Yes, there are some bad apples out there, but with a platform as big as yours, there are people that are going to look at this and shit on something that doesn't necessarily need to be shit on as much as it is. And I will stop after I say this last thing. I really think you pussy for real. I think that what you're doing for religion is, people find it funny, but you ain't gonna play with them boys. And I'll leave it right there. You know who we talking about. You ain't gonna play with this. So until you do play with them boys, and it's like, oh, it's just comedy, right? Like we can joke about everything, right? Play with them boys. Play with them handlers. Play with them people that's signing your checks. And then we'll see how funny things are. Because everybody always has so much to say about, you know, Christianity and yeah, you know, and Muslim religion. Oh yeah, all them jokes. Yeah, there's a lot of good jokes out there, I'm sure, yeah. But play with them other people. You know? Play with them other people that will give you a little pow. And I mean that with love. You know, me calling you a pussy ain't like coming through hate. It's me calling. It's comedy, right? We both can be that. I'm funny sometimes. So try it. You know, try some new material. Let's see how that plays out for you. Ultimately, yeah, my fuck you does go to Jajewski, and I don't care how many people Christians are finding it funny. That's great. I just never found certain shit funny. You've told me before, I don't think everything is funny. Talking about stuff you had, there's certain things I just don't find funny.
Word.
If you want to be equal, if you want to make it an equal playing field, then joke at everybody. Let's see how that goes for you.
Okay, that's interesting.
And I'll leave it right there.
I think that's hate. I think it
is hate. It's supposed to be hate.
Disagree.
No, it's supposed to be hate. It's supposed to be hate
for sure.
Do you not agree? You don't think that he should also, expand his portfolio of jokes?
Nah, only because I think there's a certain I think the people that Drewski makes fun of are like over the top, right? And I don't think there's a whole lot of over the topness over there personally.
Really?
Like when he did the NASCAR skit, right? I thought the NASCAR skit was also hilarious because again, he the way he mixes in reality, like you almost don't. It's like kayfabe. You don't know who's in on it, right? Because it seems like some of the people in some of these skits are not in on it. It's kind of like Borat. Remember when Borat came out?
Yeah.
And you were like 10 when Borat came out. But,
I was around. I knew. Yeah. Everybody. Okay. Borat was one of. Yeah. It's just.
Or classic. Like Jackass, right? It's just kind of it's kind of like that to me. I watch a lot of Drewski's content. I watch the Could Have Been records. I think some people in there really believe like they're going in because they like a lot of the people have real talent, but then there's people that's coming in there just to kind of fuck around and like see how quickly he'll put them out. And he put a nigga out for his legs not working. Like
his legs don't work the right way. I seen that. Yeah, sure.
I think Drewski is funny. And it's not about it being funny. It's about it being where you can't tell if it's a joke. Like it's kind of like The Office to me, where it's like part of it is the kayfabe. Like you don't know how much of this is a joke and how like you don't even know when or where to laugh because nobody's laughing. Nobody is finding this situation funny except you as an observer. I don't think he was disrespectful to Christians. Well, he might have been disrespectful to Christian pastors, but I don't think he was disrespectful to Christianity, Christian believers, or any of that. I think mega churches specifically is a business. It is a business model. You know what I mean?
He's perpetuating overly exposed negatives in the church.
Yeah, but that exists in all churches.
It exists, but like he's doing it up to a point where it's borderline, like, just what's the real joke here? Like, who wins in the end, or who loses more? The people that's trying to strengthen their faith and now are now talked down of it. Like, listen, there's enough damage.
I don't think you got to go to a mega church to strengthen your faith.
And listen, we don't got to turn this into a whole topic. I will say this in closing.
Sure.
I think that I don't know, man. It doesn't. I don't align with it. It doesn't feel right.
That's fine.
And what am I trying? I'm trying to be intentional with this.
I'll let you land.
I'll have it. Do your shout outs and fuck yous if you have them. I'm gonna have it.
I just want to give a shout out to Large Areola Music. The Queen is back. Jill Scott, she's giving us that large areola music again. You know what I'm saying? That bushy vag music. And it's definitely a vibe. I'm not the biggest fan of the song that she released. I think it's about fingering, but which is 100% fine. I just
pressure, right?
Pressure, yeah, which
pressure,
which again sounds like fingering. But here's my thing. When I'm listening to that music, I don't necessarily want to hear like what was the line, like push me hard like a Kendrick Lamar lyric. I don't want to think about Kendrick right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, it's a little.
But maybe the women do. Maybe
I know that. I think again that the bushy vag era. You know what I'm saying? The large areola music. It aligns with that for sure. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm happy she's back. I think Ari is dropping soon as well. So yeah, man. Shea Butter Babies is back up. You know, it's about to start warming up in a little bit, but for now we still got a little bit of the cold left, and you know that's the time, man. Start warming y'all lights. Get the cool lights, turn them off. Get some warm lights back in the house. Have you noticed that street lights are all blue now instead of orange?
No, I haven't noticed that. I don't know if I'm getting older or my eyes are getting bad though. I have realized, I'm like, are these streetlights even doing anything? Because it feels dark all the time.
It's still dark.
Like when I'm starting to get, you know how older people sometimes they be like, yeah, I can't drive at night. I'm starting to get to that point where it's like, I get it now. Sometimes I be driving, I'm like, are my headlights on?
Yeah, nah, my wife can't drive at night, and it's the worst thing in the world because it gets dark at 5 o'clock, and she always needs something.
And I love driving.
It's really ridiculous.
I love driving, but sometimes I be feeling like, yo, it's like really dark out here. It feels darker than it's ever been. So.
I kind of want to say, and maybe we'll talk about this next week, I don't think niggas that say they can't drive at night, I think y'all doing that for attention.
Yo.
That's definitely one of those things that I think you do for attention.
Yeah.
Because I can't see either. It's dark. The fuck? What are y'all talking about? You know what a road is? Like, the car is big enough for the road. If there's nothing in your way, keep going. What the fuck? You don't need to see. It's supposed to be dark.
Don't listen to him, y'all. If y'all listening and y'all have impaired vision or y'all really can't drive at night, don't try. Just...
That shit for attention, bro. If you about to hit something, that means you see it. So chances are, if you can't see, it's because there's nothing there. Keep fucking going.
You a funny man.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. I don't think I have a fuck you, but shout out to Jill Scott and the Large Areola Music.
Come on, man. You ain't got no negative.
Bro, I'm not a negative person, man. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful life.
Whatever.
I feel lighter. I feel lighter, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Well, I can't rap on my Drewski point. It's not coming back to me, but I think I've said enough.
Just say fuck Drewski, man. Just say it.
I said it already, but I there was something else that I had, like one like closing landing point, but I can't think of it. Maybe some nice music will bring it back. Wicked Radio, we play these songs every week for y'all to listen to. Niggas are commenting on our Spotify, giving us songs to listen to now. It's kind of interesting. I mean...
Oh, that's hard. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, somebody left a comment on our Spotify and had our names next to it. I'm like, are you listing off songs that you want us to play? Or are you it was weird. I was like, did we play these songs? But we didn't. But thank you for participating.
I love that. That actually makes me very excited, and I'm going to check it out immediately.
The brand is strong. Do you want to start with a song first, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I got one. Let me put it in the chat. Yeah. Well, in the group. Just give me 2 seconds while I find the fucking playlist. I have so many playlists.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Here we go. So my song this week is from IDK. It's featuring Pusha T. It is produced by the one and only K Tronada.
I almost played an IDK song today too. That would have been funny. Yeah, that was. I almost played it. That would have been funny. I was playing it together. You ready?
Yeah. This song is called "Life for a Life."
Hell yeah.
Everybody know we don't play.
Death before dishonor, tell a nigga calm down. I'm trying to get it for his crown. Dreamt about the shit when I was back on lockdown. And I learned my shit inside the pound. I'm a dog. Headshot with the dog. Red dot. Pop, pop, headlock, dreadlock. It's time to slide. There's ops. Hold up, wait. There's cops. Pull up and pop, pop, pop. Yeah. See, I don't know why they cry till we see them die, we will not be satisfied. If they try to take a life, then we got to take a life. If it ain't life, then every sentence light. Make a nigga take flight if he try to take ice. Stacking up the cash, making money off your vice. Fuck a double back, niggas coming back thrice. Coming back 3 times, 4 times 5 equals 20 on his head, guaranteed to leave him dead. I wish I could change how my niggas like to live. The problem is the change ain't enough to pay the bill. So for what the ice worth, they gon' leave your body chill. Bumping jazz while my bitch clean the house, she keep it fresh. She don't know my niggas en route to leave a mess. Wish that I could change how they think, it got me stressed. Cause they live inside of hell while my life is hella blessed.
You don't shake, you don't shake. Everybody know we don't play. You don't shake, you don't shake.
Everybody know we don't play.
I'm a dog. Headshot with the dog. Red dot. Pop, headlock, dreadlock. It's time to slide. There's ops. Hold up, wait. There's cops. Pull up and pop,
we don't play.
I don't know why they try. There's no dry eyes after drive-bys. Knocking Buju Banton, boom, bye-bye. You pussy niggas miscounting all them 9 lives. Begging for attention and mentioning me. Get your name penciled in, these guns ain't whispering. While my thumbs twiddling. Picking Island Gilligan, sit your bitch poolside. Sun Turner Cinnamon, I don't do remembering. Getting money right now. Drive 2026, I don't even ask how. LV cash cow, St. Jules cash out. I can't even podcast, giving all my passed out. Watching niggas crash out, telling who they ass about. Interview with anybody sitting in a glass house. I'ma pull that mask out, all you niggas mascots. Looking at the difference between the have and the have-nots. Push.
You don't shake, you don't shake. Everybody know we don't play. You don't shake, you don't shake.
That was Life for a Life by IDK, produced by K Tronada and featuring Pusha T. That was fire.
Shout out to K Tronada. Shout out to Pusha T. Shout out to IDK. I almost played was it Dogs Don't Lie with Royce the 5'9" and him, like the extended version. I almost played that older song, but good song. Shout out to IDK. Instead, you know, I'm in my soft boy era, starting to get back into, you know, more niceness, more things that I'm just like, this is what I like to hear right now. And so I'm gonna play a song. I think it's 2 girls in an artist called The Two Lips, and this song is called Favorite Apple. Real soft shit, man. was the Two Lips called Favorite Apple.
Yes, sir.
Fire. You fucked that shit. You fucked that shit, right?
Yeah, that was hard for sure.
Yeah. Thank y'all for
adding it right now.
Yeah, man. Thank y'all for listening. As you know, we shoot video. So if you want to see our faces, if you want to see Lindsey's beautiful face and our beautiful faces as well, that were only amplified by her beautiful face, please subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/. Why you say that like you the most, like you was the baddest on the pod this episode? You just mad because for the first time in a long time, you wasn't the only baddie on the pod anymore.
Oh my God.
And it's all right, bro.
We talked the first half about your dimples and your beard combo, bro. Like, come on now,
I know,
relax.
but that don't make me a baddie. You still obviously like, in terms of like looks rise, like I think it's like you and Dame like be neck and neck some days. You know, we don't gotta get it. We don't gotta
Yeah, that was crazy.
We know what neck and neck means though.
I know,
like, so
yeah,
it's not a
for sure.
pause. It's not. It's not a pause.
Crazy pause.
All right, whatever.
Talk about niggas look good and y'all be neck and neck. That's crazy.
Yo,
dog.
say I suck dick again, bro.
Yeah.
say it again. I ain't with that dick sucking shit, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, patreon.com/ because we are podcast. If you want to see us and how we rolling and full video content that you don't usually get. I know y'all keep saying, "Oh, put it on YouTube." No, we ain't doing it, man. No. Subscribe. You want to see the video? Come look at us, man. Come to us. I promise it's worth it. So thank y'all so much for being with us and listening. More to come soon. Dame will be back next week, and we'll be back next week all together with some great content once again. But until then, stay warm. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all soon. Happy listening to all the music that's coming out, and we'll be back next week. Peace, as Dame would say.